to actually hatch, you know, 500 plus eggs, which is just I can't.
Exactly. And then he's the first. Once again, also the Mousehold had a Master Ball attached to it, so implying that he will do Master Ball attachments again in the future,
Wow.
if not near future. So we'll be back to infinite Master Balls, effectively. All the things that I spent time glitching, or not glitching, duping, glitch duping, we're just gonna kind of get back, and it's like, hey, it was still worth it then, it's worth it now.
Cough, cough, trading. We traded for all those. Yeah.
I mean, technically I did. Technically I did.
Rafiq, I think Rafiq just started watching my stream.
You're streaming right now?
I just started streaming. I think I'm gonna play
okay.
some singles battles.
Got it, nice. Nolan says, I got food. Nolan, you can't leave us hanging like that, bro. What'd you get? Anthony says, I completely finished Pokemon Violet. Congratulations, Anthony, on the achievement. Completely finishing Pokemon Violet.
How's the story?
You got the well, what do you consider finishing? Like the credits, the post game?
Did you get to the secret ending? Well, it's not really a secret, but the ending is pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
I was only disappointed that the ending wasn't different than the ending of Violet because, I mean, spoiler alert, guys. I'm going to talk about the end of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the games that we're playing that have been out for almost 2 months now. 5 days for 2 months, which is crazy. Fastest 2 months of my life.
That is.
This game comes
wow,
out.
It's been 2 months.
Yep, 18th. Will be so like I played Violet first, of course, and you know Professor Turo ends up being an AI because he is from the future in the future game. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do with Professor Sada? I am from the past, and I am also an AI for some reason.
Yeah, right. How did an
lazy.
AI? That's what I think I read that somewhere because I don't know how the ending of Scarlet went, but that's what I was thinking. I think people were talking about it. I'm like, wait, well, this is from the past. Like, how did Caveman have access to an AI?
The end of it, and then I honestly feel like they wrote the ending for Violet, and then like they just didn't either have time or this or that, or like they just didn't want to make an alternate thing. Like the whole battle, the end of the whole ending thing, where like the professor becomes a robot, like makes so much sense for Turo.
Yeah,
and it makes zero sense for Sada.
I agree. Without even
I was
playing
expecting
Scarlet
her to become like almost like a, I don't know, like a wild, untamed Pokemon, like a crazy, like a werewolf almost.
Like a Ditto.
The way she's dressed.
Like a Ditto, dude. Like a Ditto transformed into her and came back. Came back through the portal and tricked everyone. Yeah, there should have been a million other than a freaking robot. Which, yeah, again, that works for Toro. I agree. What is wait, what's is Sada is her name, right? No,
yeah,
how am I forgetting this? Does she? Oh, Sada. Does she die the same way that Turo did, like getting in between the two fighting Koraidens or whatever?
I think so, but I was playing the game in Spanish, so I couldn't read it all.
Oh, that's right. I assume that's what happened there too. But like, I thought that was actually kind of sad, dude.
Right. But it was right. So it's like this Pokemon that you're riding around on that Arvin's helped you with this whole time is like the Pokemon that helped kill his parents.
Basically.
If not directly killed his parents. It's like, yeah, it's this one right here. Yeah, I did it. What's up?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why they had to make Arvin's story so sad, honestly.
Rafiq says, yeah. He says that she died the same way as Turo did. Alright.
Like, it's a game for kids. And, like, they're like, my dog is sick. I didn't know my dad. He's dead now. Like, I met him and he's dead. It's like, good ending for Arvin, right? This dude got everything that he ever wanted. Every hope and dream he ever had crushed. Right before the credits roll.
Basically, dude. Yeah, no, yeah, Arvin's story is pretty good, like with his dog too, with the dog that had cancer or whatever. You know, it wasn't cancer, but whatever.
They give you the feels, you know.
Oh yeah,
for once.
It was good. I really enjoyed that too. 'Cause at first, like they lead you to think he's doing something creepy. I think was it after the first sandwich where he's like, you know, he chills after, and like you see him in a cutscene, and he's like, all right, buddy, come out or whatever. He says something like that, and then it goes black, and then I'm like, wait, what's going on? I'm like, this dude's evil, isn't he? Like I really thought Arvin was the evil guy after that. I'm like, this dude's using me to do something crazy, and I don't know what it is.
After Volo, it's like you guys can't sneak it past us twice. You didn't even sneak it past us the first time. Like I don't know if you played with Legends Arceus, and it's like, who doesn't see Volo being the bad guy? Like the whole time he's like a merchant. He's like, so what are you up to?
That's from
like,
Arceus, you said?
Yeah. There's just like this one little merchant that like follows you the whole game, and he's like always asking you like these really like specific questions. And it's like, you're just a merchant, right? And he's like, yep, just a merchant. I am the reincarnation of God itself.
Oh yeah, freaking.
And I haven't actually finished the post game, but I just know that that's what happens to Volo because I've seen the card of Volo where he like literally looks like Arceus, like the golden hair and everything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so yeah.
It's one of those like he's here the whole time, but you didn't see that coming. It's like we all saw that coming. Like if you play the game, like, they don't make it really that subtle. Like they give him a lot of mischievous like mannerisms. You can tell kind of that he's not who he says he is. I still don't know exactly what he is, but I just know that he's
Right, it's like
Arceus or something like that.
it's like who is it? It's like the old guy who dresses up as Clive and goes around with you in the
Yeah.
on the star bases. Yes, yes. And it's like, come on, we like what the frick? It's like I think that's pretty clearly a meme in this. And compared to Arceus, I don't think like they probably legitimately tried to hide that guy's identity.
Yeah, it was a lot more obvious in this game. All right, let's see what we got. What do we got? Rafik said, "Why do I feel like I'm behind my own chat here?" Oh, okay, I got it right here. Yeah, I have like this big, like the whole thing. Have used the poll that I have to try to get people to our new friends channel. It's like blocking some of my text. Rafik said, "Rip my Blaine's codes," and Alex gave me a cat. I don't know what that even means, Rafik. If you don't want him, I'll just keep it. I have no idea what you're saying. I think you guys are just talking about other stuff. Not my stuff.
Jason Roth, Sasasamogus. What is Sasasamogus? Wait. Alex, what the frick? Do you know what that means? Sasasamogus? Alright, well, my chat, man.
Sounds like some Among Us meme.
Yeah, I mean...
Rafik said, "Wait, what? I've been asking you if you could trade, but you were busy, so I understand." You're good, Rafik. I thought you guys were like talking between yourselves. Honestly, I didn't see you. I literally did not see you ask once. But if you are ready to trade, I am ready to trade right now. Nothing really fun on here.
Just
Vivian.
See people's reactions. Sasasamogus. Okay, gotcha. Does anyone know what that means, Jason?
What is it?
What is it supposed to mean?
Right on top of this? I doubt it. I'm ready. My code is set by Rafik. I'll be right there. I just have to get off of this loading screen because I fast traveled. It's an open world game, I promise you. Don't mind that one loading screen. I initiated that. Link trade. Begin search.
Amogus joke.
So after Rafik, if anyone, if I haven't gotten anyone their Sprigatito yet, please let me know. And please, try to go. Rafik said Pokeportal song. My throat's hurting. Onto the Poke Portal. Trying to connect. Trade out a Sprigatito, little Tito. Heading away in the Poke Portal. You can even have an ability attached one. I think this one has it attached.
Wait, that's discrimination. Patch. You're giving him ability patch?
Hey, bro. I remember too late for you. Sorry.
I don't really care. I got like 60 of them. All completely legitimately obtained, of course.
Nice. We don't need a Slither Wing. We just had a Slither Wing.
Yeah, Slither Wing is awesome. Have you tried using them? Oh wait, I forgot you're only playing doubles. Doubles by the official rules, right?
Okay, hold on 1 second. I just need to look. I just need to look up and make sure that we're not getting duped real quick. Well, actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. If we get duped, it's just gonna go into the trade box. I was making sure that wasn't a shiny, and then I realized, you know what? If people try to send us shinies anymore, I don't care. I'm just gonna take them and then put them in the trade box.
Yeah, dude, just like give it away or something.
That's not shiny Slither Wing, right? Like the shiny's like white wings more. I feel like. Rafik's always trying to slip stuff by us, so I gotta be careful with him. But then I realized I actually don't care anymore. I'm not going to take them. I'm just going to give them away. People will give them to me. So we will be happy to take as many as people want to give. Slither Wing. Oh, the face turns yellow. Okay, that's what it is. And the wings are lighter. It looks like fall colors. Like it kind of like lost its foliage in color.
Yeah, he looks like, yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. I have a shiny Slitherwing, and it's the only one I have, so I don't even remember what the original looks like.
Like the OG. Very similar, honestly. Like it could have gone either way. Like just a Slitherwing. This is shiny. Okay. Okay. All right, Rafik is taken care of. Thank you. No, thank you, my friend. Alex, can I give you a shiny for the Go Eternal? Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. The Sandwich Boy says, I just left Poco Path for the first time. Welcome to the big world, my friend. What's wrong, little Zozo?
Wait, Poco Path? Isn't that like Route 1, basically? Like in the beginning?
Yeah, that's Route 1.
Oh, shoot.
That must mean that you're starting the game then, Sandwich Boy, right? Must mean that you're starting for the first time then, right? Do I want to do a Slitherwing? Nothing. If you said, wait, I want to go with a giveaway. Sure. Here. Dondozo. That's a good giveaway. That's a good giveaway.
Dozo, dude. Busted Pokemon.
That's a good giveaway. That's a good giveaway.
Yo, Dozo, dude. I swear, what did I use? I was using Dozo today in random 1v1 singles battle there, and I landed Fisher 2 times. I killed a fairy, Garganical, which felt kind of bad. I mean, I used it 3 times. I hit 2 out of 3 times though, which is insane. And then I killed immediately after that. I killed what's his name? The dragon, the ghost dragon, Dragapult. Yeah.
Dragapult. Nice.
Completely disgusting, dude.
Nice. Take care of Dozo, we will. Perfect said GG, another cat plus patch. Yeah, all these ones in here have a patch on them. Appreciate it, Rafik. It will go to the box once I'm out of here and I can actually organize them. But we're on Eternal. If you are on and you wanted to give one to the giveaways, we would be happy to accept. Gone are the days of not taking free Pokemon. However, I will not keep them for myself. That is how I can keep it fair. Or else, like Pokemon, I'm a human too. Like someone gave me a shiny Iron Valiant the other day, and I'm like, oh my god, I want that so bad. And I'm like, nope. For the people.
You want me to give you shiny Iron Valiant? I think I got 2 extras, maybe 1 extra. Like you can keep it for yourself.
You're good. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Or you want to shiny hunt? You want to shiny hunt one with me right now so that you can? Oh wait, you have Violet. What am I thinking?
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I literally went back down in that day and I went shiny hunting for it, and like I didn't find one, but like there were so many Iron Valiants. Like, I'm sure I'll get one if I like try again. It just wasn't a day that I was interested in like rolling a sandwich and this and that.
Right.
But there were just so many of them in that cave. Like I was actually a little surprised because like initially I feel like they were. Oh, I'm sorry, double A. They're so hard to kind of like make spawn originally. It's like kind of for my first one, I had to be down there for like 10-15 minutes before I even saw a single Valiant. Then second, a couple times I've gone down there, they're just like right there. But with the sandwich, they're all over the place. Little big Zozo, my good.
Yeah, I feel like even with the sandwich, they like felt rare to encounter too.
Really, with the sandwich? Yeah, with mine with the sandwich, it felt pretty common, pretty good.
What did I use? Wait, did you use the fighting sandwich or the fairy?
I used fairy. I always use the first one.
Okay.
Are you sure, Eternal? It's a little too nice, man. You sure about that? Are you really trying to hype these giveaways up like that?
What's he giving you?
Charizard, bro. Got
Shiny?
Charizard up in here.
Shiny Charizard?
Always.
Yes, dude.
That's
a dope one.
If Eternal says they're cool with it, then Eternal, we appreciate the chat. We'll appreciate it. The giveaways, we'll appreciate it. It's a very good one. People have donated some pretty good ones. So far, we've gotten a combo of Dondozo and Tatsugiri. Someone's donated the Valiant. We've gotten Scorbunny donated, and now we have Charizard donated. Those are some pretty top tier shinies.
What do you think of the next 7-star raid? Have you heard if that's confirmed to be Greninja or not?
No, I haven't.
I feel like it probably is.
I think everyone would like.
It feels likely, dude.
Expedite it with how many people have Greninja in their game already. Like, alright, y'all already have them already, so whatever here. Like, their own way to, like, you know, I don't know, mess with the people who do all the leaks and this and that is to be like, alright, you spent all this effort going through the back doors to get this Pokemon, and you know, here you can just have it now. We don't care. It's
How
like,
did
oh,
how did people
oh.
originally get Greninja though? Is it because someone like hacked it
I
in
think
and
it's
then
gotta
they
be
bred it?
it's gotta be like how we're doing this Brigatitos. Like someone had to have like genned it
Yep.
in somehow, like the first one.
I saw someone with
But
Eternatus as their whatchamacallit too.
profile picture.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he
That's
probably
what's
hacked
up.
that in.
Right. Right. But to be fair though, the what you call it, anybody, Nolan said, if anybody gets white Tatsugiri, I will give my soul for it. And we have to actually,
Don't you have it, Alex? I thought you caught one like 2 weeks ago or something.
I do, yeah, but that one's mine. But we do have one in the giveaway box. I have to go back and, you know, adjust my boxes now because they've overflowed. We have now 2 giveaway boxes that we need. So, giveaway box number 1. Did I already have it? Wait, no, I didn't. This is, I think, Nolan? No, Cirrus. Cirrus gave us this one here. So, this is ready to go next to the original Dondozo, which was... Who gave us this one? Oh, I caught that one. Duh. Cirrus gave us that one. I'm like, who was the handsome young trainer that captured that initial Dondozo? Oh yeah. Alright, so now we got the...
EML's here. What's up, EML?
EML's here?
Or at least he's in my stream. I don't know if he's watching yours. He probably is watching
Oh,
yours
okay.
too.
I thought you were like in the voice chat, and I'm like, I don't know anybody.
Yo, EML, join us in the voice chat. Alright. As a matter of fact, why aren't half these people joining us in the voice chat?
Hey, when I made the private chat, I added like a bunch of people like out the rep because I was like, all right, you know, this is people who've like either been in the chat before, like are, you know, regulars, this and that. All right, so giveaway 2. We're gonna need Orrery box number 26, I want to say. Charizard and Dondozo added to the party. Holy shibboleth.
Yo, this guy got Quick Claw.
Pardon my
I'm so
language.
glad I terrored. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. The sheer number of people. Do you see Quick Claw in doubles, by the way?
I don't even know what Quick Claw is. The answer is no. What is Quick Claw? Is that
It's a
like
hold
priority
item.
claw move?
It's a hold item that, like, yeah, like it'll randomly allow you to go first.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think
Like
it
RNG
raises your priority. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it raises your priority. I think it just allows you to go first in the priority bracket that you're attacking in.
Understood. Understood.
But yeah, like, dude, I've been seeing that so much, dude. I swear, I played a dude that had 3 freaking quick claws in his team, and it was like, I think the proc chance is like 10 or 20%, but it felt more like 60% that game.
That's crazy.
But anyway, just ranting.
Right. Noah said, "Oh, I thought you were talking to me. My stream is late." Yeah, I think I'm missing some stuff here. Oh, Eternal, and I backed out of your thing. You said, "Can I give you another shiny Eternal?" I'm sorry, we would have happily taken it, my friend, but I did not see your message. We'll get you on the next one. We'll get you on the next one. I'm sorry, my friend. I did not see that. Did not see that at all. Someone said something right there. Rafiq said, "Alex, I have a proposal." Rafiq, state your proposal. Nolan said, "The dangers of VC. Someone can play copyrighted music, ruining your career." It's a big phrase for playing copyrighted music. We would get what is known as not even a copyright strike. I would just get demonetized on that video. But then I think if you continue to do it, then you will get a copyright strike, which can be bad. Yeah, these are much Japanese. I was like looking, I was like, I think I have like 1 or 2 extras in here, and it's like, no, I've already pieced them out. One thing that I got lucky on is I was trying to catch a fungus, and I caught 4 fungus. So that was nice. Did I put 1 in competitive already? Oh, I did put 1 in competitive, and I set 1 aside for T-Mac. That's what it is. Give 1 to T-Mac, and then, do we have 2 in here? Yeah, we have 2 in here, alright. Makes sense. Makes sense. Rafiq said, my proposal is you give me the code for the Blaine's member bots only. I promise I will not leak it to anyone or exchange of 5 shinies of choice for your chat. Oh, Rafiq, unfortunately, I can't share the codes. I can't share the codes. I made the decision to myself that I wouldn't want someone sharing my codes, so I'm gonna. I feel like my best way to give is to give the shinies. Rip. Right, yeah. Sorry, Rafik, I don't fully
Rafik's
view it
getting
as like
greedy.
100%. It's not like ethical. I wouldn't say unethical, but it's like, you know, it's hinging on that word. Like it's borderline unethical is what I would say. It's essentially, for lack of a better term, stealing from a content creator. And I mean, Blaine's like a bigger content creator, but he's still a person. He's not like AT&T. You know, like he's still a human being who needs to get his. So I'm gonna get him his.
People
But
work
anyway, we
at
got plenty of-
AT&T.
You said what?
People work at AT&T too.
Nah, but I mean, nah. Nah, it's different.
I get it. I get it.
There's no Mr. AT&T that's gonna be like, where is my nickel? It's like a company of that size. Like they can take a loss, they can take a hit, they can take a this, they can take a that.
The finger. Yeah, I get it.
But like, even like, you know, people may look like he's got like 500,000 subs, he's huge. It's like he's still just a person. Like, sure, maybe he does make really good money, but still just one person. Yo, EML, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? Welcome to chat. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the giveaway. Might be some time to check member prices. Said $40? Not expensive. What's $40?
Wait,
his membership
what?
is $5 a month.
So
$5 per month.
That's
So
more than 40 a
times-
year. Yeah, that's 60. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
if you're talking like, is that like some annual subscription? I don't know. Email said walking, so we'll probably be switching between you and Unhinged. Got it. Rafik said $40 for me, $5 for you. Got it. You're talking non-USD bucks. Other bucks.
Wait, what the frick?
I think he's just.
Rafik
speaking
live in
his local
Syria or
currency.
something? Like, I
South
forgot.
Africa.
He is halfway across the world. Yeah, I forgot he was telling me. What was it? Yeah, like 10
Yeah.
p.m. 10 p.m. my time was like 5 a.m. his time or something. So yeah, he's definitely got to
Yeah,
be.
I think he's an hour ahead of, either an hour or two ahead of London time.
Yes,
which one.
that sounds about right. He's somewhere around London time for sure. Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely late. Oh, this is actually a pretty decent little Glimmet outbreak. Yes, there's a lot of them here. I like this a lot. A lot of them. Can we? Should we? Will we? Maybe we will. Yo, is that a? Yo, get back here. You get back here. Is that a Yoshi? Is
A Yoshi.
Is that a Yoshi?
What?
I found a shiny bag on.
Oh, it's green?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, what? Lucky. Get a Salamence. Now you gotta use it.
I was just setting up to do a shiny hunt too.
For a bag on?
No, for the Glimmet. For the Glimmet, because
Okay, gotcha.
it's one of the first good Glimmet outbreaks I've seen. Let's go with the Ultra. Ooh, shiny. What's his face? Salamence. That's a kind of cool shiny.
Yeah, it's
No,
what is
it's
it? Green and red? I can't remember what color his wings are.
It's something like that. Noah said, "I'm gonna go to sleep. Bye, guys. Thanks for being here, Noah."
Later, Noah.
No, Lynn said, "Bacon is the best. I mean, in terms of taste, you ain't lying about that, bro. You ain't lying about that.
Bacon goes good with everything. Chocolate covered bacon.
Bacon on bacon.
Yes, bacon on bacon.
You know, I was gonna, yo, have you ever been to, heard of, or know what restaurant chain by the name of Carrabba's is?
I've heard it. Yeah, I've definitely heard the name. I don't remember like anything
It's a
past
chain,
that.
but it's like not like a big. It's not big like Outback. Like there's not a Carrabba's like in every state. There's like maybe like 20 or 40 something left in the nation, honestly. But they
Okay.
have like this pancetta pizza, and I used to work there, so it'd be like one of the things that we could get like kind of for free or whatever. Poof. And I thought I loved bacon, bro, but then I was introduced to pancetta. Oh my. Oh my.
What is wait, what pancetta? What is this? So it's bacon.
Essentially here's my easiest way to describe it. It's just thick bacon. Imagine bacon, but like 4 to 5 times thicker, and it's still just
Oh my
it gets so crispy the whole way
goodness.
through. Oh, it's unbelievable. Yo, EML's like got Carrabba's down here. Let's go. They actually have really bomb breadsticks and chicken parm. Like they're breading on like they make all this stuff in house every single day, which is rare. Like from scratch, like for a what you call it, for a chain like restaurant. But that was one of the things I like most about them. But they're they make their breadcrumbs from But like the seasoning that they put in them is just like I've never had mozzarella sticks or chicken parm with that much flavor in just the breading alone. Yo, this dude does not want to get into his Ultra Ball. Don't make me bring out the Breloom. I think I'm gonna have to bring out the Breloom, bro.
What? Oh, for the Bagon? You're still trying to catch that?
I'm just throwing Ultra Balls at him over and over again.
Oh, at full HP.
Yeah, that's my strategy. That's my shiny strategy.
Yeah, why not run away and then chuck a quick ball? Or will it despawn if you run away because it's a shiny?
I don't want to risk it despawning.
Right.
I don't want to risk it despawning. Like I've still never gotten a 100% clear, concise answer on. I've tried because I've heard of you can just run away this that. I swear I'll despawn Pokemon sometimes, and I don't know how. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know when I get that, when I don't. But nevertheless, I'm risking it.
Yep. I feel like I've done that once or twice randomly too, and I'm like, I don't know why, I just despawned it, so I get it.
And it's like, where did you go? And sometimes it's like, yeah, not here anymore. Email said Critch Cat happens a lot. Yeah, it does. That's why I was just throwing it, honestly. So I was just throwing it. Truth be told. Don't worry, guys. It'll get in its ball. It just doesn't know which ball it wants yet. It didn't want ball 1, 2, 20. Don't matter to me. It's asleep now, so maybe it wants ball number 5.
Ball 1. Yeah.
Nope,
what's that called?
5.
What's that? I got it. You tell me, is that around where we are? Are you seen that at like festivals?
I don't know what that even means.
It's called I got it. It's like bingo, but you're throwing like ping pong balls into like a little, almost like a square.
I mean, I've seen that. Sounds like a carnival game that I made.
It is, yes. And like it's literally the dude on the mic. Dude, he sounds like he hates his job. He's like ball 1, and then everyone tosses the ball.
Funny.
Ball 2. Oh, dude, it's. Sometimes it's just funny to listen to that guy.
Sorry, folks. We're gonna be on ball 7, honestly. No, ball 7. Because we got 5 and 6 off when it was asleep. It's all good. I don't care. Yeah, money for days. This is 1 fraction of 1 ability patch that we're throwing at it. Like, I'll spend more time hunting for this next shiny than I will catching this one. All 8. It actually is getting to be kind of a meme at this point. Like, why won't you get?
Yeah, dude, you can. Yeah, shinies, man. I feel like shinies are though. You find a shiny like every 5-10 minutes sometimes, right? Like they're not too hard to
critical capture.
Find
5 to 10 minutes, but not overworld like this. Like with the, I could call it half odds shiny, where it's like not the full odds, but you got the shiny charms down a half.
Yeah.
Let's go bag.
Oh, that's what I mean. I'm talking like get a sandwich and get the outbreak, dude. You can get shinies like 5-10 minutes easy.
Oh, now in there, yeah. Again, and that's why I was excited about this little area, because this looks like a nice little area too. Like I can despawn, I can respawn these things. So I'm excited. We're gonna go. It's the whole flower thing turns light blue, if I remember correctly. Right? I need to look. There's just so many of these.
I think he turns light bluish. I think somewhere. I don't remember where.
I think it's the petal, the flower that's like that hasn't what do you call it, bloomed yet. Let's look up here. What's this dude's name? Limit. I believe it's pretty obvious. Yeah, it's really so like okay, it's not really obvious. Like, so the dark, I guess, on the flower is the easiest way to tell. It really does go from like blue to light blue, and the unbloomed part goes from like light blue to darker blue, but they look different enough that it should be pretty easy to spot.
Yeah, I think so.
Much lighter on the flower should be fine, even though the back part is way bigger. All good. Please let me be able to make a sandwich right here, because that would be just perfect. Nice. And I did just save the game because we caught the shiny, so I don't need to save again. This thing is a rock type. I don't think I've ever actually made a rock sandwich before. Let's rock this sandwich, folks. Let me get my tab open. Anupal said, game over for the Bagon. Appreciate it. Hunter said that I caught a shiny Go-Goat yesterday, or the day before. Nice, Hunter. Very nice. We got a shiny Skidoo when we were hunting the fungus, because it fell under the grass sandwich. And it just happened to be in the area, which was cool. And we have a shiny Go-Goat as well. That was just a random shiny. It was a random overall shiny. Oops. This is back here. It's usually on my other Google Drive. Not one that could potentially have pertinent information towards myself. Alright. Back to here. San Diego team report. Oh, so check this out on Hinge. So the person who actually won the tournament, they literally wrote a team report showing, look at this, he's got an intro, he's got my team building process, and he goes through every Pokemon that he does, and he with the EV spread, like why he did what he did. A full, what is this, 24-page report.
Holy
a 24-page
crap.
page report on how to play the team that I have here better.
That's
So
legit.
yeah, I haven't read through this yet, but I should have before today, honestly. I kind of forgot this was out there. So, yeah, just in an effort to learn how to play that team even a little bit better. But yeah, it was, I mean, people don't even give you the deck list that they won a tournament with, let alone like why they put the cards together the way they did. And in the VGC, people are given everything. It's like, thank you, I need this to learn.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's
He's trying to bring everyone up to his level by
I mean, for
telling
real,
everyone
like,
the way he thinks. That's cool.
It's almost like in a weird way he gets to like control his own meta. It's like, all right guys, I know that everyone's gonna slowly figure out what I did over time, so how about instead of doing that, I just give you all the answers right now, forcing me to adjust for the next tournament already out the gate. Like, this is all old news anyway for him. Like,
it is. You're right. He's on the new thing already, and you know it. Yep.
Yeah. So it's just it's incredibly confident to be able to do that kind of thing. And they, I believe, already won a turn. I think they're a South Korean player. They came from South Korea to play this event, and I believe they've already won. I think they won like they're the best player in South Korea. I think they're ranked #1. So like they're a pretty accomplished player. Pretty accomplished player. All right, rock type is going to be hey, the aforementioned bacon. Bring home the bacon. That's funny.
Oh yeah, he's bacon. Nice. Dude, Pokemon knows what's good.
Right.
Well, rock types kind of suck in Pokemon, but whatever. We'll take it. Bacon's got to be something.
We got the Garg now.
That's true. Garg's representing. I forgot. He's a savage freaking animal.
What is this other thing typing on the Glimmet? It's poison too, which could be kind of interesting if they could maybe get like a good defensive Terra type going for Glimora, because I mean, of course, he loses to a lot of stuff as rock, but you know, if you could maybe get like maybe it's flying could be cool, because then you know you're gonna go for fighting, it's gonna get halved. You're gonna go for ground against the poison, it's gonna get negated entirely. Could see flying Glimora being kind of cool.
Wait, what is Glomara's weaknesses? I think it's just water and earth, right? Or water and ground?
And I guess psychic, right?
Oh, psychic, yeah.
Isn't...
Yeah, that's it. Flying Terra type is pretty good for that, though.
Yeah, I can see that working nice. But alright, so where were we? Sandwich bacon. Bacon, hamburger, yada yada, cool. Alright, cool. Bacon, hamburger, yada yada. Bacon.
Oh, grass. I've seen grass Terra. That's right. Grass Terra is also pretty decent on it, because it also gets, I think, energy ball. So, like, double synergy.
That's nice. I like that. What's its ability, this Glimora? Toxic debris.
It's got corrosion
nice.
and is it corrosion?
Yeah.
I forget. And toxic debris.
Yeah,
which
corrosion.
Is
the Pokemon can poison the target even if it's steel or poison type. I like that. I like that. Hit him with the gotcha. Hit him with the gotcha. There's not a ton of good poison right now, though. It seems like what's that one move that's like? Is it just toxic? That's like you're like severely poisoned and it like actually does like salt cure type damage.
Yeah, kind of.
Without that one.
But it takes like
normal poison
2 or 3 turns to ramp up to that. But yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, and it's like yeah. It starts off bad or starts off whatever. So it's kind of like a good like Perish Song final to Pokemon type situation.
Yeah.
All right, let's go spicy. Spicy in the chamber. See what we can do, folks. See what we can do. We got lucky on that. That's got to be a good omen to find the shiny in the spot we're gonna shiny hunt before we hunted the shiny. Yo, look at how thick this bacon is. Like what? What?
Yeah, it's like a brick. It's like a freaking brick, right?
Also, it looks really dirty too. Like who made this bacon? This is not appetizing. All right, we're gonna. All right, I think I gotta go like this. Honestly, I think I gotta go with a layer of bacon. Which, oh yeah. Well, it looks like I gotta start my sandwich off with a layer of thick bacon. Woe is me. Dang, you can only fit 4 of these on here. These. Oh, geez, that sat like that too. Can I still do it like that? Barely. I don't know how I'm gonna fit this one. Is that gonna fall off? It's probably gonna fall off. Nice. Let's go with the stick. Gotta get the hamburger on there, because like these 2 pieces of bacon, technically, I think I could like literally not include. And I do believe the sandwich would still work, because like when you're allowed 3 items, I think you're allowed to drop 1 of the items. Because
I think so
bacons,
too.
I'm allowed to drop 2 of the 1 items, so I'm fairly certain. I'll just do that last, so in case it falls off. But I'm pretty sure that I could literally just throw it on the table and it would make the exact same sandwich at this point.
All right, bro. Do you think Terra Fire Overheat from Chi-Yu will kill Koraidon in the sun?
Ooh, in the sun, which it sets itself.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm about to
See, I
find
don't know
out.
any of the stuff about like Koraidon, Miraidon. Like I haven't gotten the chance to like see them not busted, basically.
I'm gonna find out.
Like I'm just used to the Denver. All right, we're gonna put this last one on the table. I'm assuming that that's really not gonna make any difference at all. What a big sloppy sandwich full of bacon, tomatoes. Can I get a BTB? A bacon, tomato, bacon?
That sounds so freaking good. Oh,
That's so
destroyed
good.
him, dude. I just demolished. Oh, I got a crit. Man, that doesn't help.
Right. That's the literal worst when you're trying to figure out like a damage calculation, and then you get the crit. And it's like,
Like
I
without looking
appreciate
it
you,
up.
game.
Yeah, it's like I wanted to see if I could get that kill without the crit.
Right. In this exact instance, like with the EVs, like with me not knowing exactly what's what, like what would have actually happened, like you're robbed of the surprise, really.
Oh well.
All right. Did it work all the way through? Let's see. Sparkle title encounter. Let's go. All right. Probably could have dropped the other bacon too. It would have been good. All right. Let's go Sparklies. Go Sparkle Mora. All right. Here's the biggest quality of life feature that I think everyone's been asking for the most. I want it to be that when you're done with the picnic, you can move immediately while it does your little EXP bar. Because the fact that like when you end the picnic, you have to like stand still for like a half a second while it like fills up my bar that it doesn't fill up because I'm already at level 100 for all my Pokemon that I usually have on me. It's like we could just not do that, you know?
They're never gonna patch that though. Oh
I know.
crap. But I hear you. I definitely remember that happening.
It's like number like 75 on my list of things that I really want, but it just seems like a funny thing to ask for. The one thing that everyone's been asking for. So you guys know, we're done with the picnic. Now, when they tease, like, what are our thoughts, folks? Over under on actual features that get like, kind of like added or brought back into the game, things that could be brought into the game mass release. That they tease, because like they better give us something with the way that they tease this like late February patch. Like they better give us something good. Like you can't tease a patch coming out in 7 weeks and have it be like not some good stuff. Like I'm surprised they even told us that it's coming like late February. Who cares about late February in mid-January? It's barely even qualifies as mid-January. Like today is like the first day of mid-January.
Wait, they teased a patch though? I missed some what you said there.
Like 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh, I missed it.
Late February.
What is it?
Late
What do
February.
we know? What do they release or reveal? I mean.
Performance stability fixes plus added features.
Oh.
That's what they said.
Does added
so
features
I'm
mean
trying to speculate
Pokemon
right now.
Home? You think?
I mean, it's got to be more than that, bro. Because we already know Home is coming. So like, there's no news for Home. Like Home will be here in the spring. Cool, great. Like that's not gonna hype it. Like the way that they said it, to me, seems like they're trying to hype people up a little bit for something that might be coming that people might want. So if they did it that way and we don't actually get anything out of it, I'm pretty upset. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty upset. Let me get back to the chat live stream. EML said M and I might stream some shiny hunting later tonight too. Nice, EML. Nice.
Wait, does this old lady play with them? Are they married? I have no idea if they're married, but do they play Pokemon together, like 2-player or something?
I'm gonna guess that EML and his missus are misses, and if not, it's like one of those situations from my perspective that it's like, does the marriage really matter? Like they're clearly like husband and wife. So it's like, what's the title really matter? But I'll guess. You know what? I guess I could say, I don't know. EML can let us know. It's literally pure speculation. I'll guess married. But I've never heard him use the term "my wife," which married people love to use.
They look too young.
So
yeah, and that too.
I'm gonna guess that maybe not married, because I've never heard the "my wife" term come out. But then again, we all know who M is, so we wouldn't need to have the "my wife" thrown around. So tough call. They do look young, but that's nothing these days. Actually, maybe you're right. Maybe these days it kind of is something. People really don't get married young these days. They have kids young, but they don't get married young.
Astute observation. They have kids young, but they don't get married. Yeah.
So, I mean, to have kids young is just to have a happy accident. To get married is like, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Said we are married.
Oh, okay.
So it felt married. Like you can smell marriage sometimes, as in like you can smell the commitment. You can smell like these two are locked together. They are EML. There is no ENM. There is EML. It is one entity.
Oh my god.
And then of course they can be their own people if they want to be.
The quick analysis. That was pretty good.
EML said, "Glad I look young because I am in my 30s." Hey man, we can be both. We can look young and be in our 30s.
Yeah, that's right. 30s the new 20 or something like that.
That is the goal. It is the goal. I mean, it's got to be something, bro. Cause like when I came to this realization like a couple weeks ago, I guess, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be 35, which is really close to 40. And it's like the thought of 35 is like I'm almost there, whatever. But 40, like I can't picture myself as a 40-year-old. It's like, yeah, I can. It's like you plus 5. It's like, oh, I guess I can. So for me, like back when I looked at 40-year-olds, holy cow. It's like I still feel like a 10-year-old. So.
Yep. I feel like
what happened.
My life is flying by.
Like when I would watch like everyone from say season 1 of Seinfeld looks like they're in their like mid 40s now, and they're all in like their late 20s, early 30s. And it's like just the styles changed so much, the diets have changed so much.
Yo, really? They are, huh? They're in. Wow, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure, like with the start of that,
like the actors, they're in like what? They're like the mid to late 20s. You're serious, huh?
No, not like mid to late. I think Jerry's like low, like early 30s, like.
Early 30s. Okay. Yeah, they still looked a little older than that. I would have thought they were like late 30s. That's
so
crazy.
Young.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Jerry's older than that.
I don't know. I only watched a little bit of Seinfeld.
I think they were meant to portray that age group. At least that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Oh, I gotcha. Yes.
You know, people that are like in their early 30s.
Okay, so the show was you're right to present that, not the actors themselves. I gotcha.
Right, because you know, bro, back in the day, you'd be 25 playing a high school student, so it's like you couldn't. Even today, it's like it's still pretty. It's very. I was like, you are not in high school. Like you have a social security number that like means something to the government. Like you are expected to like pay your taxes and like have a valid driver's license.
Oh gosh.
Like people know about you. Come on, Glimmet. This is the first like Glimmet out because there's a ton of Glimmet outbreaks on the map. Like this is the first one that I've seen that's in like a decent location because like they're normally in like a bunch of caves or some random backwood alley that you can't really find what's going on, or like there's not a ton of them, but like this one looked like a good one. So I was really hoping we get a shiny like bright and early. Bright and early. I'm gonna pause while I read the chat. Emails at 30 is the new 20, but my knees don't know that. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, and if there's one place where like I feel, you know, mentally I feel 15. You know, physically most days I honestly do feel like about 15, 20, but my knees, my legs, like somewhere along like last year, it's like, man, why do my legs get so sore sitting still now? Like I don't know at what point sitting became painful for my legs, but that's a thing. So,
yeah, dude. For me, it's my back. It's always my back. I don't have knee problems, luckily.
Well, you know what's funny is like I was getting some back issues every now and again, but yeah, I sleep on the floor after that was happening. Like I put a blanket down, and I sleep literally on the hardwood floor every single night, and I feel pretty great every day I wake up. So I switched from couch/mattress to floor.
Wow.
That's been helping my back a lot.
I can't imagine sleeping on the floor. Like, so yeah, right, you gotta lay like directly on your back.
I felt like legit like motor skills. Like I couldn't move my neck like really bad. I know I was talking over you there. I couldn't hear what you're saying.
Oh, it's fine. No, I'm just saying like you have to lay like directly on your back then, huh?
Yeah. That's how I usually start off. And then honestly, I do switch around a lot, like between side and stomach.
Even on the floor, like sleeping on your side, dude, that would kill me.
Nah, it's all good. If you honestly, I don't know how to word it. Like, so if you like imagine like you start off on your back, then you kind of like go on one side, then you go on your stomach, and you go on the other side. With the weight of the gravity like on you and you're on the floor, it's of course like not the most comfortable thing. But when you're tired, you almost like don't care, or at least I don't care. And so when I wake up, I realize, I've just been like rotating all night and kind of like slowly like massaging my whole body. It feels great. But when I can sink into a mattress, like essentially for me, like the big thing is like I just need my back to be straight. Like I can't have like my spine be sitting in a weird position for like multiple hours at night, and then that's when I wake up and it's like, oh, can't move today. And I was noticing that happen a couple of times. I'm like, well, I'm going to the floor.
Wow.
Like I had one really bad one where like was like, you know, like, I don't know how to word it other than like, I normally feel like I can move my neck about like 270-ish degrees, like to look back like my periphery. Like I was on steady 180. Like I could not move like past like the little, like my shoulders, like I was like, that's what it feels like to be old. Do not want that anymore.
You can move your neck 270 degrees? Whoa. Oh, you as in like
I'm saying like
full
with,
range of
like,
motion
your field of
almost?
vision. Yeah, like I'm like saying, say like you peek out of like the left, like you turn your head to the left side, peek out your left periphery, turn your head to your right side, peek out your right periphery. I feel like you're missing about like 70 degrees overall. Like
Okay.
if you, like you can't see directly behind you.
Yes.
But you're
dude.
pretty close.
Yeah, that's probably about what I get. Maybe a little less than that.
But I'm telling you, I went straight from being able to go 270 to like 180, and I was like, I got nothing on me here. I was like, I know what I can do, and it's not this. Like I couldn't check my blind spot when I'm driving, basically. It's like I'd have to like turn my whole body.
Yeah, that's I've gotten to that point definitely, where like I do need to like twist like my entire torso because I don't want to bust my neck, pull my neck, whatever it is, tweak my neck. I hate getting old.
It requires, and like checking your blind spot requires like that quick kind of like jolt, that quick little like burst movement, because like you're trying to be quick. Like it's the one trained operation where you are supposed to take your eyes off of the road in front of you, which seems beyond counterintuitive, but of course for this one thing you have to do that. So, which I'm still literally shocked. Like we fixed all these things. We fixed like seatbelts and airbags, and like we still can't figure out how to get a blind spot like not on a car. Like are you kidding me? Like we haven't figured out mirror positions yet. That we can't get a non-blind spot on a car. Like what about a camera? Like turn the mirror into a camera or something. Like what are we dealing with blind spots for? 2022, folks. Blind spots on cars.
Crap.
We're gonna be able to fly in the cars, and we're still gonna be checking blind spots like in the old school way. I swear.
Yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Jetsons. Wait. How does Jetsons? I haven't watched Jetsons in so long. How do they check for blind spots?
They don't. They don't have traffic. It's the future.
That's true. It's you're actually working with like the full 3D plane.
EML said some cars have cameras on their mirrors, but it's extra, bro. I want the camera mirror. Like, give me that technology now.
A camera mirror.
Give me the camera mirror technology today. Like, I am so sick of turning my head just to see if there's a car that's like exactly one car length to my direct back, left, or right. It's like, ugh. If you're right next to me, I can see you out of my periph. If you're not, I can see you out of my mirror. But if you happen to be exactly one car length to the side of you and behind you, can't see that.
Yeah.
That was definitely like one of the scary things I remember like learning to drive. I'm like, wait, you're telling me that I have to take my eyes and then put them behind me while I'm going forward at 60+ miles an hour? I'm like, yeah, you just do it. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, oh my god. Like, this is how we get 50,000 auto deaths in a year annually. Just in this country alone.
I've heard the stories. They say, yeah, auto deaths are actually... I'm not sure if they said it was a leading reason for people dying or what, but I guess it's quite up there.
It's one of the big ones. One of the big easy ones. It's like imagine if we could teleport, but we had a 0.000001 chance to just not come out the other side. Like you're just obliterated. Like everyone would teleport.
Yeah, I guess so. You're probably right.
Because essentially, like that's like a plane, you know, or a car right now, just expedited. It's like we could do it every day, not unless you're crazy. But like say you're gonna go vacation somewhere, we're definitely teleporting, bro. Southwest or teleportation?
I await the day, yeah, for teleportation. It kind of scares me, the thought of it, but at the same time, it's just like, it just...
This thing pops out of nowhere.
It would be super... It'd be super convenient to not have to spend, 30 minutes driving a car everywhere.
Oh, I mean, just the... You know, what would be the worst part about that is it would... the first... I don't know why, because of the modern era that we live in, the first thing that came back to my mind was teleportation would be great for people who want their workers to return to the office. It's like, well, you can't complain about the traffic now. We got teleportation.
But social distancing, dude. And, the apocalypse and everything.
Right.
I say that sarcastically, but I get it. Some people are deathly afraid of it and whatever.
Tongue-in-cheekly.
They just announced actually where I work that they wanted some of the office employees to come back from working from home full time to hybrid 3 days a week or something like that. And
Yeah,
yeah, you should have seen the Microsoft Teams chat explode.
you know,
There's
the
this-
hybrid means transition to get you all back into under our control, full thumb press.
Somebody's got to
impossible.
stand over our shoulders. Yeah, those managers can't be doing nothing, right?
Right. Because then who would manage the managers? The owner's busy doing nothing.
It's too easy to bash on corporations.
I mean, growing up in America, it's like it's like a T-ball. They just set it right up for you.
I forget how we got on
Where
this
is it?
topic, but either way, teleportation does sound like it could be a good time. But
Yeah.
yes, also that it could be quite scary what
No,
they would
that's
try and do
exactly
with
how
it.
would happen. Like, yeah, you're just not making it out of there. No, it's not gonna be painful death. You're not coming back.
And where do you go into the ether, to the afterlife? Like what happens?
So say upon rematerialization, if your body is not rematerialized 100%, it just like, you know, it just dissipates into the ether.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you heard of the I forget if it comes from Star Trek or what, but like that like when you teleport, or maybe it's just like a theory, but like when you teleport, right, that it's just like it's cloning your cells and then recreating you
I
at
have
the
heard
other
that.
end, and it's like
I feel like I feel like I heard that when someone was like saying like that's not true actually, like giving like the literal Star Trek actually. But I definitely have heard that theory. Like when they beam me up, if they're not beaming them up or down, they're beaming like a clone of themselves, and like the initial one is actually dying.
yeah, right. I've heard that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's also another thing. That's like
Right.
theoretically that sounds like how teleportation should work. Is that it tears me apart cell
Yeah.
by cell and then
But like,
recreates me
if
on
you
the other
transfer
end.
consciousness, then like
Yeah,
how is
sure.
that any different than like literally in the same way that like our brains today are not the same actual brain that we had, you know, last year in its entirety, because like, you know, things go away and things come back. I mean, I'm not saying like cell, or I'm sorry, not like connections and things that can be like permanently damaged, but like I'm sure your brain has to have some kind of type of regenerative properties, like the exact same physical brain the whole time.
Right.
Human. Like, I mean, they grow, but like, I mean, I'm talking like die and regenerate and this and that. So
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
it'd be pretty reasonable. To be a completely like, all right, you're out, but then you just got to do the whole transfer of consciousness thing. But if you do that, then you've effectively created immortality in teleportation. So now we're killing two birds with one stone. We're immortal and we can teleport. Because if you can get to the point where you can just back up someone's consciousness, then
It's over.
whoever really dies.
I'm not even sure if that's a thing yet.
I mean,
It's,
What is the
I
difference
mean,
between
sorry, I should say it
consciousness
probably
and
is a thing.
but what's the difference between, say, like someone like me and an AI that's trained to be like me? Like in the end, I mean, if you get the mannerisms down, if you get like the dumb things that I would say and the random things that I would say, 'cause you could probably get a pretty accurate clone of a human if you try to like copy a person, like specifically, like all people, tall order.
Yeah,
all
you're
like,
right.
like both voice work and this and that. Like eventually, you know, someone will say like all the sounds that you would need them to say, that you could have them talk, so to speak, by virtue of copy and pasting the sounds together.
Yeah. I mean that's
Or
kind
things
of
like
already
that.
a thing, isn't it? Wait, what was it called? You've had to have heard of it. There's like an AI or something that can like it kind of like takes people's like the various things people have said, and it can basically like talk like them, like create a speech like
That's
it was.
funny.
I think they did it for Steve Jobs. Maybe it was something Apple was heading up. I can't remember,
That's all
but
impersonation is, you know, it's just finding
Yeah.
like mannerisms and like copying someone, and that's all a computer is ones and zeros, yeses and nos.
pretty much. But yeah, somehow they did this thing, so it was like trained to do that though. So that
Yeah.
what am I thinking here? That I think they did like a pretend conversation. I want to say between Joe Rogan and Steve Jobs with this AI, and like, dude,
funny.
and like people were like listening to it, and they're like, yeah, it sounds pretty decent. It's not perfect, but they're like, it's like, in probably just a few years, it's gonna be passable. And like, you're not gonna be able to tell whether that was the real
In the
Steve
way that,
Jobs or not.
Deepfake kind of.
Yes, deepfakes.
That,
That,
like
yeah, that's it exactly.
that they can bring what's his name, like Luke Skywalker, back into the movies, and it looks like Mark Hamill from 30 years ago.
Yeah, yep.
And it's like, and he's got new lines, bro. Old Mark Hamill, new lines. Old Hamill says it.
Oh my goodness.
What a world. What a world. Now, what a world it would be if this limit just would like to just show up. I was really kind of like, not gonna lie, like that Bagon made me think, oh, we're gonna get lucky here. We gonna get lucky here. Not you. It's also a little hard to see the little flower thing. I'm like, you? No, not you. Not you. I'm trying to look at his face, and then also the snow picked up, which doesn't help with anything.
Dude, I hate the vision in this game with the snow. It's terrible. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the snow and then the sand and the desert. It's just like, why bother? Why bother being here? But to be fair, I guess it makes the shiny that you're catching it even more rewarding. It should have like a mark on it, say you caught it like in the snow or something. That'd be cool. It'd be like to say that you caught one that was harder to see.
Something.
Give me a little credit for my efforts.
That's right. But no, you know what gets me thinking about the consciousness thing is I want to say it was a story. It probably was. It's probably older than I think it is, but I want to say within the last few years, they did what did they do? There was a dude. I want to say it was in China or Japan. There was like an old dude that was dying, and they took his brain out and put it into like a younger kid's like head, effectively. I'm
Really?
like, I don't know if it actually worked, but like that's like actually scary to me.
Like literal brain transplant.
Yes, so like yeah, and like when you were talking about like the consciousness, as far as like transferring consciousness, it's like how does that work?
Bro, how do you keep the brain alive though? Between those like 2 seconds. Like I mean, every second at that point, thing's gonna die. So
right.
Not every second's good, but yeah, it takes like the half-life of a brain goes from like 80 years to like a literal 1 second. Like not 80, I'm saying like it goes from like here's one half-life, 20 years. Here's another one, 40 years. I think it goes 1, 2, about as fast of an acceleration as you can get when you cut off oxygen.
I'm sure.
Maybe they've got some kind of oxygen pumping through it somehow. Like, the brain's a pretty complicated thing. Maybe you can like, I don't know how else to word it, other than detach something, hook it up to something else to get oxygen flowing, then detach it entirely, then attach it.
I don't know. All I gotta say is like to imagine a world where like yeah, you got a dude who lived like 100 years or whatever, and then he gets transferred into like a 20-year-old's body, but he has like all the knowledge of a 100-year-old.
In a world where brain transplants have become so good that now the commodity is young hosts.
Yeah,
and
dude.
It's like about these kids who are like being brought up to be sold to be bodies for rich old people to transfer their brains into, and like how to break that system apart or something. I don't know. Brainstorming here, folks. Brainstorming here. Let's see. Anubal said, "I'm really confused. What are you saying, bro?" Anubal, I'm confused. What are you saying? As in, like, are you talking to me? Or you can talk in the chat. When I see the chat move a lot, it's like, I know this isn't all for me. Come on, Glimmet. I know you're tough to see, but I was still really hopeful for you with how many that we had in this area. We'll double up on the sandwich, so we'll get this Pokemon here today now, because this is an outbreak that I've been waiting for, I guess I could say. Like, they're always on the map, but they're never this good. That ain't it, is it? No, it's... Is that it? Is that it? That's it. That's it. That's it.
What, you got a shiny?
That's it. Yeah. I was like, that ain't it, is it?
Go! Dominic, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Well, this guy has no idea what is coming. I'm gonna demolish his freaking Volcarona.
What up, Dominic? If he can hear me, I don't know if people can hear me.
Yeah, you're coming through my stream. Yeah.
What up, Dominic? Welcome to the unhinged stream. Let's go, Glimmet! Nice. All right, now we got the Glimora. We're getting all the meta Pokemon. All the meta Pokemon we're getting into shiny. So eventually, someday when we do know how to make EVs and this and that.
Wait, is Glimora?
So how are you at EVing your Pokemon?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Whatever I feel like doing.
But I mean, I didn't mean like, how do you do it? I meant like how rate yourself like, 0 through 9. 0 being the worst, 9 being the best. Like, what would you say is your skill of giving EVs to a Pokemon? In terms of like trying to do specific things in the meta, like, all right, I want to make sure this thing doesn't get outsped by this. It's been hitting me a lot. I mean, I can like put the damage calcs and all that stuff. Like, you
I don't really do that.
Small things.
Nah. I mean, it's not hard to figure those out. I just usually don't bother. That's
Right.
all.
Right. That's why overall it's just been so much easier to go with the rental codes, because like I feel like the meta changes, the EVs change, and it's like, what am I gonna do?
Yep.
Build like 5 different Meowscarados for like 5 different metas, and it's like maybe. You know, I don't really know at this point.
Yeah. What have I done? One thing I want to do is I'm usually running a Scarf. What is he? Scarf Cyclozer. And currently, so I run it mostly Scarf so that I can, well, number one, like, so I can Shed Tail before almost anything else. So like they're never gonna hit me, right? And then and then Draco Meteor, because what's his name, Dragapult, like, because Dragapult has Infiltrator, so he ignores Substitute, which means Shed Tail doesn't do anything against Dragapult. So I run Draco Meteor on Cyclozar to outspeed Dragapult and then try and murder it, but I realized that like I have no investment in special attack, that it only has like an 80% chance to one-hit KO it. And that hasn't bitten me in the butt cheeks yet, but I need to, like, this is one of the few times I'm actually gonna like not just go 252 in 2 different stats, and I might take like 20. I think it was 20 EVs to like get the guaranteed 100% kill.
Bro, you weren't here for this one game that I had during like that kind of like more winning streak after the losing streak, and I won one of these games off of with that Torkoal team. It was with the Palafin, bro. The Palafin lived, I'm not joking, at literally 1 HP. And like I go back, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm pretty sure, because it was against a physical attack. I'm pretty sure that this person put 4 IVs into their defense, and sure enough, they did.
Yep.
And I was like, man, I know they didn't prepare for this exact one instance, but bro, this whole thing, this build looked just brilliant at that exact moment. Because I was like, man, you went out of your way to, because they could, it wasn't max speed and it wasn't max attack either. It was max attack, but not max speed. Or something like that, like max HP but not max speed. One of the, like, so they had room to like give other things. Like they consciously made the effort to go, like, no, we're gonna give 4 in the special defense and 4 in the defense, just because. And I'm like, I don't know what the just because is, but man, that 1 HP felt so good.
What the heck? I mean, I feel like the 1 HP was probably just a roll, because like the
right.
Like the disparity you get between like Pokemon, you know, like how much damage you can do, it just feels like maybe it was that like you got hit and like that was the max roll, and so you survived the max roll because of the way you beat it.
Yeah.
But that seems extremely unlikely.
Of course, yeah. But all I'm saying is that like it felt so like deliberate, even though I know it wasn't like deliberate for that exact situation that I was in. But it was like they put this EV in here for something, and I feel like this little extra bit of bulk somehow worked in some test, and when that Palafin hung on.
Yeah, dude. Palafin is freaking. He's a lot of fun. I haven't used it in a while. I gotta get back to that.
Yeah, that was on the Torkoal team, so it was like I was trying to play more of the Torkoal and less of the Rain.
What's what's your favorite new Gen 9 Pokemon? Like to play with or to just use, or what, whatever. Design wise, I don't care. You name it. What would you say? Like new Gen 9. Don't pick like Garchomp or like an old guy from.
I mean, like not to use in terms of like the VGC yet, but I mean, I got a pretty soft spot for Skeleturge, like being the starter, being the one that I went with, and I was like, you know what, I'm pretty committed to whatever this thing turns into, and I just kind of love it more and more the more I see it. So Skeleturge's got to be one of my favorite.
Oh yeah, because you started with it too. Yeah.
Gen Pokemon. And if not that, I would maybe go with like maybe Goldango. I mean, how can you not appreciate the number 1,000 Pokemon?
Yeah. Goldman bad.
It's just such a unique. Everything about it is very unique. Like with the good as gold. But like, can you like jump off here, bro? Like I swear, like, sometimes I get caught on these things, and it's like I'm clicking all my buttons right now. I can't even move. All right, cool. But like I can't jump. Like the jump button is not working. How do I get off of this? Oh my god. Whoa, I was able to despawn Miraidon. Huh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know you could despawn him while you were climbing.
Yeah, how'd you do that? You just press plus and it disappears?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that either.
So like mid-climb, I could just despawn him. Let me test up this wall here. This who would ever try. Yep, and just drop. That's funny. Well, good to know. So if you're ever stuck on a wall, you can just despawn Miraidon. good.
Yeah, I've had that happen
was,
too, and like I had to like struggle and like mash jump and like try and like get him to climb and stuff, like
well,
climb
because
down.
the camera angle,
It's
the camera
jank.
angle changes what up is from like their perspective. You can be pushing up, but then if the camera like you're going to one side, then you're going like up into this left and then up into the right, and it just makes it very difficult to actually maneuver sometimes. But yeah, that'll be very helpful.
Yeah, dude. We got science going on in the free Pokemon giveaway stream right now.
I knew you could do the opposite, so that's why I'm not surprised. Like I can do this, like I can drop down and I can activate him midair, and if I'm high enough, you can activate the glide too. So you can literally jump off the cliff, then activate Miraidon, then hit glide.
I didn't know that either. Okay, wow.
Yeah, that all works in one fluid motion. So that's why that kind of came from it. It's like, wait, maybe I can just deactivate this.
That's really freaking cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I actually have like one really nice clip when I caught my shiny Finizen. It was the first shiny of the outbreak, and like that's like kind of how I got to the outbreak. Like it was dropped off the mountain, big fall. I activate the Pokemon, glide in. I'm like, all right, cool. I executed that. Worked out. Oh, that looked good. And then I dropped down to the water. And it's like, here's for your trouble, shiny Finizen. I'm like, thank you. Like we had just made the sandwich and everything. First one out the gate. Literally, like I went back for the replay. Like, first Pokemon that spawned in was the shiny, and then 30 minutes of nothing.
My
That's
gosh.
how it goes sometimes.
That's right. Shiny Finizen seems like it's hard to find. Kind of hard to find anyway.
Yeah, and it's a good shiny. And then Hero Form is a great shiny. Like the purple gets a lot darker on it.
Yeah, I like it.
Alright.
I like the shiny.
Oh, another one of the rocks. Little puppy, I'm so sorry. I gotta put my leg down. I gotta put my leg down. I'm so sorry, my little baby. I know. Leg's falling asleep. That was another old person notice. Like, at what point does things falling asleep go from like, hey, that's funny, hey, I can't feel my leg, foot, why is it asleep? It's like, don't move or else I might break something, is what it feels like right now.
Oh, that felt like, yeah, like when I hit 30, that kind of stuff started happening to me.
Like, why? Yeah, for some reason, like, foot going to sleep is now, foot is in pain mode until it gets back to, like, not actual pain, just like, almost like nerve, like, I feel like it's gonna fall off, it's gonna break it. I don't understand my fragility as a human. As a kid, it's like, look at my arm dangle, I can't move it. I'm like, bro, if you're not careful, you're gonna knock that out of its socket or something, wiggling around like that. Can we somehow get a second? What do we got left? Only 3 minutes left, holy cow. That was a pretty quick sandwich, actually. Well, we got the one we were looking for. Sorry, folks, no, it doesn't look like there's gonna be a shiny, sorry, a giveaway shiny. Just a box shiny. Just a box shiny. Let's see. I was just trying to catch up with chat, but everyone is talking amongst themselves. A self-sustained chat. What more can you ask for?
Traded Miraidon for Koraidon. Code. Oh, we got someone spamming in my chat. They wanna trade their Miraidon for a Koraidon. Okay.
A ko for a mo. The mo is definitely more common than the ko, so I feel like the mo is
Oh,
the ad
dude,
for that.
Koraidon is freaking savage too. He's freaking good. Like I really like Koraidon more for like PvP. He feels
Oh, yeah?
so much better.
Well, I'm just excited to have another Sunsetter, honestly. Like, we got just Torkoal right now.
Yeah, that too. Wait, there had to be something else that did Sun besides Torkoal, right? Wasn't there something else? Didn't like Ninetales do Drought?
Not on an ability that just comes in.
Didn't Ninetales have Drought?
I mean, maybe, bro. I don't know. I'm talking about in this game.
Oh, right, yeah, in Gen 9, yeah. Yeah, Torkoal's butt cheeks. He really just... I mean, he's okay, but...
He's okay, yeah. It's okay in Trick Room, and that is literally it. And outside, it's like, well... And even then, like, I feel like having so much... Like, if it gets up and running, yeah, I mean, you can't beat it if it's in the right spot, but... I could say the same for the Garganical, though.
Oh
Say the same for a lot of Pokemon, truth be told.
Yeah.
In the right position, they're unbeatable. Like, well, that's not what makes Pokemon good. It means they can be in any situation and still be a threat. Then they're good.
You're right. In most situations, is it a threat? Yeah.
Well, yeah. What about you? What are some of your favorite Gen 9 designs and all them and that?
I think as far as designs, I think Skeletor's actually is well designed. I think that's a cool
Right, got
one.
a little-
I like the torch
got a little-
song and like this the whole
He's got a
thing
little
it's got
trick with
going
him,
on.
bro. He's got a little partner. Like, who else gets a partner?
Wait, he's got a partner. Wait, what do you mean?
Like the little chicken. Little chick.
Oh, like the little like the thing that's in his nose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
it sits on top of his head when you battle. That's why I don't like
Yes.
the sprite, because it really doesn't sit on your nose like ever. Except
Okay,
for when
okay.
you like evolve.
I haven't used Skeletors enough to even know that. Like I have it
Yeah,
in one of
it
my
sits on top your
teams,
head,
but
and then when you do the torch song, the bird turns into like a little like mini phoenix almost. Like it looks pretty BA.
okay.
So I've been a big fan of Little Bird and Big Dirge.
Yeah, he's pretty cool as far as design. I think for like as far as like what I like to use in PvP right now, I'm not gonna say Koraidon because he's just broken, but like Annihilate has been really busted. I've been using Annihilate along with the Revival Blessing, dude,
nice.
Palmot, and yeah, dude, I wasn't streaming it. I wish I was. Yo, this one game, yo, this dude had to. I think I used bulk up like once or twice, and this dude had to use. You know, he had to basically jack up my Rage Fist, so I killed like half his team with Rage Fist.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just sent Palmot out, and I revived him immediately, and then got Annihilate back out and just killed. Because I guess Rage Fist doesn't reset like when he dies.
Oh, that's the
stacks-
That, I was like,
yeah.
does it not reset?
Yeah, the
That's
stacks on
crazy.
Rage Fist stay. I read that somewhere online, so I decided to try it. Yeah, dude. Like, basically, Annihilate by himself killed like 5 Pokemon on the
That's
other dude's
crazy.
team, and I'm just like, this is busted. This is so crazy.
That's crazy.
But so anyway, yeah, I think he's fun. Annihilate's definitely
No, like,
ridiculous.
what are you using? Like, what is like your moveset to use with him in singles? Like, aside from the Rage Punch and like maybe I could bulk up.
It's almost exactly the same as it is in doubles, I think, right? You got Drain Punch, Rage Fist, Bulk Up, and Protect, probably.
So literally, like 95%. Like, I don't want to be figured. Like, maybe call it 90% of Annihilate usage is Final Gambit. Like, that is what most people just do. Like, so that's
In
whenever I see
doubles?
Annihilate, I'm like,
Okay.
I'm just expecting to get gambited, like immediately out the gate. So
I have one in doubles. Have I used Final Gambit? Or not? Sorry, not in doubles. In singles, I made one. It's like a lead, so it's got U-turn, Final Gambit, Stealth Rock, and Taunt. But I've never. I don't think I've clicked Final Gambit like at full health. Like I've used it at like 90 HP and like against Garganical. Like I remember one time he like chipped me a little bit, and I just used Final Gambit and said screw it, I'll get something else out here while removing half of his HP in the meantime. But I haven't used Final Gambit for like any meaningful plays yet.
Well, for me, it's not annoying and it's not dumb. It's just it falls in that line though. It's like people, the way they use, like they just lead off the game and it's like, all right, here I'm gonna Final Gambit your Pokemon. It's like we're just playing 3v3 at this point. Like I feel like every time someone leaves Annihilate, unless they do like the whole you know, like some population bomb stuff, like Terra type this, Terra type that, you know, hit yourself, Rage Fist, whatever. I just feel like they just lead and they're like, all right, let's get my 3v1 going. Almost use it like a switch sometimes for like Dondozo Tatsugiri to just like get your whichever other one out there. But yeah, it just, I don't know.
I see. No, but
haven't
the
really
one I
gotten to
use
see a
for
lot of cool
singles
stuff from it
is Bulk Up, Drain Fist, or Drain Punch, Rage Fist, and Taunt.
God.
He's disgusting. Yeah, it's like you can't send out something to like go and status him because he just taunts it, and then he bulks up in front of it, and then he kills it.
Right.
And it's like
Right.
you don't really want to use any like offensive guys on him either though. Because like if he gets out there, like even one turn, like you slide in one turn where like you force a switch or whatever, like the guy that he's in front of is too weak to do anything meaningful, you bulk up once and like the game's basically over. Or it's, you know, it's very devastating anyway.
Right. Oh, you know, we already have a shiny bag on because someone gave us one. Who gave us one? I think check summary. I think Noah Mark. Sorry, confused the ends.
Noah gave it to you?
Yeah. So we'll give away the one that we caught today. Put it in the box. Add one more to the giveaway box. Oh yeah, but Glimmet, you're staying with me, buddy. You're staying with me. I'm trying to build this competitive box up of like mostly shiny. Trying to feel like what? So right now I need like a Grimmsnarl. I need, of course, a freaking. I don't really need Arcanine anymore. I feel like Arcanine was just like. He was someone who I was interested in having like one of my first few teams. Now it's like, yeah, he's not meta. He's cool, but not cool.
Really?
Mango would be nice.
Because you know what's funny? I was talking to some people in some Discord, and they were kind of saying the opposite of that. And I was just about to ask you, like Grimmsnarl, do you think like he's doing well in doubles? Do you think he's worth it?
Well, Grimmsnarl stock went way down over the weekend with the rise of Paldean Tauros, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe that's why
Paldean
everyone
Tauros
was saying it.
all over the event. Yeah, I think that people were talking about Intimidate because of the Tauros and like how much stuff it had to come back. But like, Intimidate seems great. You know, I'm not knocking Intimidate at all. I'm just saying Arcanine specifically doesn't really seem like it got what I'm looking for. Like, I have a different Pokemon that I prefer to use with E-Speed if I was going to go that route. And aside from that, like, what else does Arcanine really do?
Snarl.
You know, aside from Priority, Flare Blitz, and Intimidate. It seems like that's pretty much.
Doesn't he get Snarl? I feel like
really
support of Arcanine with like Will-O-Wisp and Morning Sun was like his thing, at least in previous gens.
Oh yeah, it does get Snarl. It does get Snarl. You're right.
Snarl's pretty good too. Yo,
Yeah.
Quick Claw? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
Why do I feel like whenever
Alright.
people use Snarl, like they're just eating way more damage than they're reducing? I don't know. That's like because the attack does nothing. So,
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Really just doing it for the attack.
Attack
reduction.
down. Yep.
It's kind of like it's almost like Icy Wind in a way, but like for attack.
Yep. That's pretty much it.
Like, you don't really expect it to do anything except for the after effect. Eternal said, "Am I the only one here who uses his military title?" You are, Eternal. Mr. Moon.
Military title?
I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just rolling with it. General Moon. Let's see, what else do we need? What else do we need? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go ahead and get a Grimmsnarl, even though I don't like the shiny, just because it's like, how can I have a whole team of shinies but not get Grimmsnarl?
Yo.
And I need a Hariyama too.
Grimmsnarl shiny is dope.
No, it's not.
White
It's
power,
ugly as
dude.
all.
White supremacy. And I gotta name it that.
Pink power.
Yeah, he's white and
Oh.
pink. Yeah.
That's all. It looks like Obama snow. I don't
Yeah.
like it. It looks like how it looks like it should be snow type. Like they could have made it any other thing. So I don't know.
Oh, we got a rage quit. We got a rage quit.
Nice.
I wasn't even paying attention to my game, but I feel like for most of this time, like the last probably 10 minutes, I got Wo-Chien out there. This dude's spamming guillotine on my substitute and killing it. And he just rage quit because he's one-hit KOing my substitute.
That's funny. All right. Well, I'm not used to accomplishing a goal like that easily. Oh boy. Well, on to the next. On to the next, folks.
Wait, what are you gonna hunt for now?
I don't know. A purpose in life?
Snarl? Grimmsnarl? Or what's his name? What's the first one's name? The first stage of Grimmsnarl?
Impidimp?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Impy Dimpy? If one pops out like an outbreak, then maybe, sure. That's what I was talking about, but like, I'm not gonna be like looking for it. I'll even fly to the area where it would outbreak, so I can fly in there. Alright, so I can reset the map from there, and you know, if we get an outbreak, that would be a an Impidimp or a Morgrim or whatever, then we'll do it. But if not, we're happy to just be here in the bamboo forest, where nothing runs smooth. Yo, that was like a legit 2.5 second lag. Like my game was frozen.
Yeah, it feels like it's gonna crash.
Yeah, whenever it feels like it's gonna crash, it never actually crashes. Whenever it's going smooth, that's when it would crash.
Yep.
So really, you have to be worried about it if it's not going laggy. All right.
How many times does it crash for you?
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been thinking, sorry, I know I'm jumping around a bit, but sometimes I
Yo.
wonder if I should make a,
I'm sorry. How many times is what?
I'm about to say, sometimes I've been wondering, or I've been thinking about making like a little review video for this game. I don't know how badly I want to do it
No,
though.
I was
It's a
just
lot of
joking.
work.
If you look at my screen, my game literally just crashed.
Did it?
Yeah.
No. I was about to ask you, how
Yeah.
many? So how many times does it crash for you? Since you know the lifetime of the game.
Well, now 2 in the last week.
Holy crap. That's sad.
Luckily, we saved numerous times after catching our shiny.
Yep, I'm usually saving like once every hour. Like, dude, I'm doing online battles, and I'll save after my online battles. Like, I just saved, and it's just like
Doesn't
habit.
it save for you automatically after online battles? Or
I don't
no?
know. It's not clear to me if it does. Like, it doesn't
I
tell
think
you,
because
but it probably does.
I think whenever you win, for sure, because you get the LP, and I think it has to save whenever you get the LP.
Oh yeah, well, it doesn't do that for singles 6v6 though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
'cause
there's nothing
you
at
go-
stake, so I don't think it saves.
Wait,
But
you
either
don't
way,
get LP when you play unranked?
No, when you just play Link battles, you get nothing.
There's no you don't get no bonuses from just playing the game online. That's kind of
Oh.
unfortunate.
I don't really care, dude. Like, I don't need the LP. Like, I have like a million. Like, anything I can get.
but
Like, I looked at the rewards for the whatchamacallit, you know, for playing the ranked. I don't need any of that. I got like
right. I just
dozens of copies of
well,
all
my-
that stuff, you know, on my first week of the game.
for me, I think the more LP I have, it's like it just shows how much more online I played to me.
Yeah.
That's like my barometer.
How much LP do you have? How do I look? There's a way to check that, right?
I think I have over 1 million right now.
I have just
almost
over a million.
I have almost 1.4. Or sorry, almost 1.5. I got just over 1.4.
Wow. 1.02 million is what I got.
And I've used a lot of my LP. Like I've spent a lot, like on like just used it for money. Like we've gone through it.
Oh, I should do that. I forgot you could do that. I should do that.
Well, yeah, that's the best part is if you run out of money, you got the backup, the credit card basically. That's what it feels like.
It's like Bitcoin.
I mean, it's great having two currencies that essentially are both money.
It's Bitcoin, dude.
But
effectively.
one can also
TMs.
be used to make TMs.
Which is why I don't spend it.
Win-win, right? Yeah.
But how
at
much do
this
those
point,
TMs cost? Aren't they only like 5,000 LP each? Like that's
some
not,
of the better ones are get up to like 14k, 12k.
That's still, dude. Like when you got a million, it's
Yeah.
like you're never gonna burn through
Yeah, if
that.
you have a million, then you can make 1,000 of them. Probably not. Like you run out of the crafting materials way before you run out of the LP.
Oh yeah. Luckily, I haven't had to do much farming for those, but I hope I never have to, like farm
Right.
a ton, because that's just. I'm at a point where I'm pretty much done, like actually playing the game, and I just want to do battles.
Mm-hmm. Boom. I mean,
And I'll do the raids, of course. Do the raids when they come out with a new 7-star.
hopefully soon.
Greninja.
Hopefully they at least announce it soon.
Didn't they like announce it? Oh, as in like, yeah, they teased it, but not like telling us when
Like
it is or anything. But it's just like,
Right. I think
it's poison. Here it is. It's coming soon.
Right. Yeah, exactly. They teased the poison element of it, but that was it. That was it. Which is fine. Like that, I think was why a lot of people were speculating Greninja because poison type.
He gets gunk shot.
Might make sense, but like, yeah, I guess, kinda. Maybe.
He's like a fan favorite. Yeah, dude, they're totally. They got a pander, man.
But I just didn't think that they would. Greninja's like the biggest one though, like because like who do you go from there? Like maybe Mewtwo is a pretty cool one that they could do. Like the Typhlosion, Inteleon, all them like Grookey from last generation. But like that's why I'm thinking like everything I just said sounds like less than Greninja. Just like why would they give us Greninja next when they could save it for like, you know, milk it more.
Okay, yeah, I see. It's like, what is it then? Which
any of the
all the
I
other
just
ones
said.
would want to be a poison
be
Terra
another-
type?
It could be a starter. Oh yeah, poison. How about Ivysaur?
Oh yeah,
poison
like
Terra type.
Bulbasaur or Venusaur or something. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But
It's
then
just they put
Ivysaur and
Charizard
Venusaur,
in there. Yeah.
And then it would be implied that Blastoise would be coming next. Like at that exact point. Alright. Re-roll. Re-roll.
Wait, so
With the down
the
minute.
only thing that makes me think about that poison though is that so far they've done Charizard, who's fire flying and then tears into dragon,
Yep.
and then they've done Cinderace, who's fire type and he tears into fighting. So I feel like Venusaur wouldn't Terra into something, you know, a type that he already is.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I just feel like based on that pattern, I feel like Greninja
Yeah.
would be water dark. So it's like, yeah, sure. Like that's another reason why it sounds like it's Greninja, because like we know he gets gunk shot, and then poison's not one of his original types.
Right.
So
and he is
following
kinda like a
Charizard and
poison frog type
Cinderace,
thing.
it seems like likely that it's freaking Greninja.
My only logic is that it just seems too hype.
Yeah.
That's my only like
I agree.
logic for like my only con like logically, yeah, it all makes sense. You know too, like they know that we know this, so of course they're gonna tease the non-Greninja and then have us not get Greninja. Like I don't think they'd make it this easy on us. I feel like they like to really torture their fans with free and easy things that they could just give to people.
Freaking Pokemon. Game Freak.
got floats. I mean, I can go check out the floatzel Weasels. Just like not like actively, just kind of passively check out the floaty poo. All right, Lavencia. Let's go. What time is it? Holy cow, it's already 4 o'clock. Holy cow, the day goes by quick.
4:30.
Yeah, 4:30. Woof. Let's get a fresh air break soon. Get a little breather action in. You're still at work?
Who, me?
Yeah, or you've been gone since you've been chatting. Oh, because you're streaming right now. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. Remember you said you were at work earlier.
Yeah, I work from home, but
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I figure you took your Switch with you. When it comes to the Nintendo games, it's kind of hard to tell.
That's true. Actually, I didn't consider. Hey, at my old jobs, I used to bring my Switch in occasionally, and yeah, I bring it in occasionally and play on lunch.
Yeah, this is a terrible outbreak. It's like I want a floatzel Buitzel just for the sake of having one, but like how could I ever search for one here? It's like, oh, let me just make a water type sandwich and accomplish nothing.
Someone gave me a shiny Floatzel for free,
Nice.
so I put it on my rain team, and it's been demolishing things.
Yeah, I've seen it on some other rain teams. Like I've seen, you know what actually came through kind of like I think on the second place team was Rain with Dreadnought actually, which was kind of cool. It's just cool to see new Pokemon that like I don't really see a ton.
Yeah, Dreadnought. Dreadnought's pretty good Swift Swimmer.
Oh, is that what it has? One of those abilities, like when it's raining, it goes faster or something?
Yep, double speed in the rain. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, dude, he's garbage. He's garbage without rain. I think so anyway. Same with Floatzel too, though. Like Floatzel's trash if he's not in the rain.
I mean, bro, even Palafin really wants the rain, honestly, to have like max priority damage moves.
I mostly agree, but Palafin's got an insane attack stat.
Right.
Like he's killing stuff regardless. But yeah, for Jet Punch, it is
I like
nice.
killing stuff with my quick move though.
Yeah,
because you never know if you're gonna get. I don't want to say faked out, it's that because usually you kind of understand that, but there's always something, man. There's always something.
But Jet Punch, yeah, dude. I was using Palafin in my rain team in singles. Yeah, you Terra Water, Jet Punch in the rain, like everything just dies and they can't outspeed you. It's just ridiculous.
Right. A lot of Palafin I noticed recently are going like max speed choice scarf just to assure that they get the flip turn off.
I thought about trying that even for singles, but I haven't yet. Haven't committed.
It's cool. It feels a lot better than having choice scarf on like some other Pokemon where like, you know, like you get like dual utility out of it. Like you get the flip for free essentially if it's not a priority move, and then when you come back, you're gonna be faster than everybody for the most part.
Yeah, my big problem with it is it kind of overlaps. The usage of the scarf kind of overlaps with Jet Punch.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. At that point, you probably wouldn't want to be.
Maybe you just don't use Jet Punch.
Prioritizing your priority.
Yeah, maybe you just don't use Jet Punch on that set. Like that's what I've been considering. Is I'll run full speed, full attack, and then scarf, and then flip turn, and then it'd be like close combat, ice punch, and wave crash or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say wave crash would be nice to replace with the
but
Jet Punch if you're gonna.
I feel like Jet Punch is such a good move on him that it's hard.
Right.
It's like his signature thing, and it's such a freaking powerful move.
I agree. It is kind of nice too, though, like when you think of like by the time you get to bring Palafin out, like it's usually like not, hero form at least. Like usually like, it's not 4v4 still. It's usually like maybe 2v2 or 2v3 or something like that. So like if you are gonna choice lock, at least you have like a better idea as like how the game is kind of developing, like what you can potentially like safely lock yourself into for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So I think like on Palafin specifically, like the choice like makes a little more sense than the average Pokemon because like you don't want to like since you get the dual utility out of it, you want to have like some late game functionality as well, without being like completely destroyed by the choice itself. Which choose wrong feels horrific.
Yeah, in
Feels bad
doubles,
is an
dude.
understatement.
Like, I think after watching your games, yeah, I feel like choice items are kind of bad in doubles. I don't know. Like
I feel like
singles,
it's
I don't
gotta
know.
be. It's just such a specific like Pokemon slash set slash situation that you're going for. Like I feel like choice specs Goldango is like the standard.
That's good. Like that's
Um,
an easy. Yeah.
yeah, and then like choice scarf Palafin, but like I don't think of I don't know. There's no choice band users right now. That is just like standard choice banded. Like oh you see that you expect to see choice band,
Wow.
as in like you would with the specs on the Goldango, or maybe I don't know what else you can put specs on right now. Because everything else you kind of need your protects. You need your options.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's funny how I'm assuming metas kind of come and go like that, because I'm assuming that's just like right now. But you know, add the paradox back in, and maybe, who knows, like flip entirely on its head.
I'm excited to see what happens when the Paradox show up. Oh my gosh.
I'm no, that's one that I'm like a little bit like interested in, not discuss, but I'm saying like for a discussion point. I'm a little surprised they gave us them so quickly, like because I wasn't like shocked when they took them away, but when they took them away, I really thought for sure like we're not gonna get the paradox for like at least 2-3 months, but to take them away for like 2 months.
That's it though.
I
Yeah,
guess, yeah,
it's basically been 2
2
months.
months.
So.
All right. Series 1, 2 months. Yeah, I guess 2 months has been is a long enough time to be without. I don't know why. I just felt like they were gonna like make us wait longer to get them actually in the game. Don't know why. I guess I'm like kind of happily surprised. I'm hoping that it doesn't do that whole thing where like, you know, now these 12 or 14 whatever new Pokemon are available, and it's like these 70 that we were using are now all obsolete.
I think it might get something close to that though.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like Torkoal and the past Pokemon are gonna take over. I don't know why. You know, like the Fluttermane, the Roaring Moon, like dude, they're all disgusting in the sun. It's insane.
Hmm. I've heard good things about Iron Valiant and singles. What do you know about Valiant and singles?
He seems okay.
Only okay. Like I heard like best paradox for the format type stuff.
Nah, I don't think so. That's like Iron Bundle or Fluttermane, I think.
Hmm.
Maybe Great Tusk. Great Tusk is also pretty freaking good in singles. I don't think Great Tusk would be good in doubles though. He's like too slow and he's very special.
I can see Fluttermane working, but I'm not 100% sure about what was the other one that you said.
Iron Bundle.
That's
That's you know the
bundle. Yeah, I still got to see. I guess yeah, it's gonna work on the snow team. He needs the whole snow thing to be going right. I assume. I don't know. Because like I've just never had any success with my bundle whenever I try to bring it into like a den or anything. Like it just gets destroyed. Like it seems like mine's got no defense. I'm not sure.
Oh
if
yeah, he's not.
You guys build him bulky or what?
He
Or is it supposed to be a fast light?
No, he's a fast special attacker. He's got terrible HP and special defense, but like his defense is okay. He's not gonna be good for the raid. Like he's not a setup guy, I don't think.
Got it. He's good for some quick hits here and there that may not be expected by your opponent.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, he's very much like you're in there for like 1 or 2 turns, and then he has flip
Sounds
turn.
like-
He has flip turn, so like you use flip turn to get out.
basically.
Yeah, that seems about right.
What was I going to say? I forgot. Hold on, it'll come back to me.
Sun teams are gonna be busted. I feel like anyway. Just back to doubles. I feel like Sun teams are gonna be busted.
I mean, I've got my Torkoal ready to go.
Or at least I think that's gonna be the first thing people heavily explore.
Oh, here's what I was gonna say was that I also don't really feel like I also don't love the fact that so now that we are allowed a Paradox Pokemon.
Oh, can you only take one in?
Essentially. I assume.
I don't know. Okay, I have no clue. I assume you can take as many as you want. They're just free game. But,
Now, an assumption for me was that you could only, because wasn't that how it was in the online? Like, I never saw more than one Paradox on a team. Like, I'm assuming that the game didn't let you take more than one. So that's why I was just assuming that they were going to only let you have one. That was my assumption for sure. Like, I could be wrong, but I'd be surprised. But I'm pretty new to the game, so maybe I've been surprised before.
yeah, I feel like the Paradox could be strong enough where they do view it as kind of like a legendary.
That's how I thought they were doing it.
That seems
but maybe I'm
likely.
wrong.
That seems likely.
Let me jump into the Poke Portal, see if we can get like exact.
I think the
Maybe I
Paradox
get that.
Pokemon are clearly like a step below Koraidon and Miraidon, though, but
Yeah, but they seem
they're
like
more powerful than most of the average other Pokemon.
they seem
Not
like
all
pseudo
of them are.
legendaries to me, basically. Like,
I would
not
say it's
exactly
close.
600 stat, but like
Some of the
close.
Paradox guys are just terrible though. Like there's like like the top like 3 or 4 that stand out to me, and the rest are just kind of very average. So I don't know.
Mm-mm.
And I think all of the Paradox Pokemon have relatively clear weaknesses, so like they can be beaten.
Good. Good. All right. Let's see the news. I want to read exactly Series 2 what it says. But I do think it really just does to say like Paradox or like I think I'm just imagining the one honestly. All right. Okay. Let's see everything. All right. So announcing the Series 2 regulations for ranked battles. Schedule format. Paldea Pokemon. All of them are eligible except for the legendaries of the game, essentially, is what they're saying. Pokemon attained in Scarlet and Violet are eligible. Yep. Pokemon level is set to 50. Duplicate held items are not allowed. I think you might be right, man, honestly. Like, nothing says 1. But, like, for some reason, I just kind of, like, assumed 1. Like, it just kind of seemed like 1 would be the case. Yo, what's going on, Romret? How are you today, my friend? Welcome back. Same regulations are used to. I mean, I guess, yeah. I'm very interested. So what I was gonna get at basically was, I don't. If it is just the 1, I'm not gonna love that. If it's multiple, then that'll be a lot better. Because my worry was that like essentially, if it is just 1, then every team is gonna feel like like they have like a main, so to speak. Like this is my Paradox, and this is the team that I built around this Paradox.
I think that's actually
So-
fun, personally. I think that's much more fun. But either way, yeah.
I'm worried about the whole game just feeling like, because then if it is just 4 or 5 Paradoxes like are the best, like hands down, then it's just gonna be every team has this one, every team has this. The game will feel so stale, so soon.
Yeah.
Like that's been one of my most fun things of Series 1 so far. Has been like the diversity. Like it hasn't felt like.
Oh, I think doubles
mean-
is always gonna have diversity because of that.
I hope so, because I've been really enjoying what we've been having.
Or
Yeah, I don't
because it's
see
just
any
doubles.
one,
So, like,
actually.
so what am I thinking? So Iron Valiant. I think Iron Valiant might be like the most unpredictable one, but I don't think it's the best as far as like because it's just not the fastest, unfortunately.
Mm.
But like he has like I forget he has like 130 like attack, 120 special attack, and it's like 110 or so speed. But then his special
Okay.
defense is garbage. It's like 50, and then his defense is
It
only
feels
like
awful
70 or 80 or something.
when you have like base stats of like 260 almost and 2 different attack stats, like that feels horrible. Why would they design that? I mean, I guess if you can choose which moves you want to use, I get, but
You can use mix.
damn,
You
I
can
just feel like
mix
you're
as
gonna be
well.
wasting a ton of stats regardless.
Not really, because it's very because he gets good. Like he gets close combat. Like there's a lot of talk, at least on like Smogon forums, that
But I'm just saying you have to either commit to like, once you commit to either special or physical, then you are in essence like wasting your base stats.
I get where you're going, but at least for singles is like part of the mindset is like when you're building like especially defensive Pokemon, you usually don't mix between like I'm gonna be half defense and half special defense. Because like if you want to beat a threat, like you make a dude who's like this is the guy I send out for like every physical threat, except for like the ones that he's weak to, I suppose. Like Dozo,
Right.
like Dozo is like mine, where it's like anything that does physical damage, Dozo just goes out there, like unless it's Meowscarada, and then I'll kill Meowscarada with I don't even know what, but with something else. So in that way, I think like being able to choose like between a physical attack or a special attack can work in his favor, in like Iron Valiant's favor a lot of time. Because the popular one was what was it? They used Moonblast. It's either like Moonblast and then Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Close Combat. So it's like you're having 3 special attacks, and you go fully invest into speed and special attack, but then you have Close Combat for, I mean, I guess it's Dozo, honestly. Dozo and like Chansey. Like Chansey's a very well-known like special defense wall. So it's like you would never beat Chansey. No, even if you use like Aura Sphere, like you would never kill Chansey with it because the insane special defense. But then you have uninvested, like even with no attack investment, close combat with stab, you're gonna kill Chansey. Like
Fair enough.
it's stuff like that. That's kind of the mentality, at least behind singles. But yeah, doubles. I think doubles you kind of have to build right, like both spectrums defensively, because it's like you're probably facing.
Yeah,
You're probably always
yeah.
facing.
You, if like it's very like I was saying like you almost like, of course you would never go like half special attack, half physical attack like just to cover both moves. Like you would definitely see that for defense. So like
Yep.
if say you got like one defense like a little bit better than the other, like you might put like a little bit more on the opposite, and still kind of go half and half just to make sure that you're covered both ways.
Yep. Yeah, I could see that
That's
being a
what I
thing.
see.
That maybe for doubles they wouldn't do that for Iron Valiant. Like you probably would just commit to one side or the other, and it does suck to be like, yeah, you have this massive other attack set that you're basically never going to use.
Slash like if you go for special now, you're like a foul play liability. So like it's literally just sitting there working against you.
That's true. Well, luckily he's 4 times
Fairy
resistant. He's fairy and fighting,
Yeah.
so foul
Oh,
play
yeah,
actually
yeah.
does 0. I've gotten people to
True.
rage quit when they try and use Chi-Yu on me. Like Chi-Yu is probably one of the most busted singles Pokemon, and people just rage quit when they use Dark Pulse with Chi-Yu, and I throw Valiant out there and take like 10 damage from it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it'll be fun to learn some new Pokemon too, though.
But I
so
think-
guess it's not all bad.
Yeah, I think it's between Iron Bundle and I think Fluttermane. Dude, Fluttermane's just disgusting, but he's very weak to priority because he has terrible defense. So I don't know if he'd do good in doubles.
Mm-mm.
But it is Ghost type, so it's like E-Speed and Fake Out aren't touching it.
True. What you call it? Maybe give it a. I don't know. I was gonna say a Choice Scarf.
Sash. Nah, Fluttermane. Fluttermane probably don't need Choice Scarf. It's 135 speed, dude. It's like
Oh, that's what. I'm sorry, I forget. Is big speed and big. What else?
he's
Attack?
got huge. I think he has 135 in special attack, special defense, and speed. And then he's got like
the
50.
Top 2 stats are trash, like or sorry, the
Yeah,
HP and the
defense,
attack and the
HP.
defense.
Yeah, so I think those are all like 50. I'd have to look. Because yeah, but
it's
that's
something
pretty
like
much the
that.
gist of it. It's like super special attack, special defense,
what
and
was that?
speed, and then like garbage physical and HP.
Right.
I usually
So
run
maybe, like-
I run Focus Sash on mine for singles, and maybe it'll work in doubles. Honestly, that sounds like
Yeah.
it probably would. Like Meowscarada does that, so why not? Yeah, Fluttermane's disgusting. Holy crap, dude! Like Ghost and Fairy are pretty good stabs together.
Yeah, pretty popular typing right now too. So you get a lot of utility out of the Ghost. I feel like.
Yeah, here it is. That's exactly it. 55 in HP attack defense, and then 135 in special attack, special defense, and speed.
Free Ghost / immunity switches are good too. Like I still remember the time that I tried to high kick someone and they switched into Goldango. Like, well,
Yeah,
there goes that
Ghost
game.
and Fairy. Right, you're immune to normal, and you're immune to dragon.
Oh my god, you're right.
Like, maybe it's not that terrible. I was just thinking, like, yeah, like the
Immune to
priority.
fighting too, right? Or,
Yeah,
fighting
immune
too,
to
right?
fighting. Yeah, you're right.
Punch him up.
Well, yeah, dude, Fluttermane sounds like he's gonna be savage, actually.
Right.
But Iron Bundle outspeeds it. Iron Bundle has 1 more point in speed than Fluttermane.
They thought of everything.
That also means Iron Bundle has 1 more point in speed than the legendaries, because the legendaries tie Fluttermane. So yeah, it's Iron Bundle is basically a troll.
That's what's up. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some good Paradox Pokemon. As long as it doesn't. I'm just down for more good, fun, competitive play. Like, varied this, varied that. Like, I don't want it to feel like the TCG, which is like all the same decks, like 3 or 4 decks, and that's all you're gonna ever see. And to win, you have to play one of those 3 or 4 decks.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I feel like singles can sometimes feel like that.
Like, the TCG is fun in the aspect of, like, my friend came by yesterday and, like, we played some TCG, and it was cool, because, like, we both have cards, we both know how to play, and it was just fun to, like, you know, like, play cards, essentially. But, the game itself is just so...
Like when you get like
So-
right to the competitive part of it, instead of just like playing casually.
I mean, me and my homie were always competitive, so, like, whenever we play, we always play, you know, play to win, you know, whatever.
Okay.
But, I just mean it's like, it's nice having something to do. Like I said, just sitting and chilling on your phones or whatever,
Yeah.
okay, we'll play this game while we talk instead. Like we used to play Smash. Like there's a friend that I used to play Smash with. So like we kind of, we always want to win.
Oh my gosh,
Well,
dude. I'm so mad you don't play Smash online. That could be so much fun.
it's the worst, bro.
I agree,
It's
it's
the
terrible. I'll freaking rage sometimes at the lag, but whatever, dude. It's like,
Yeah, it's the
sometimes it's the
literal.
best you get.
It's because like all the characters that I play are the fast, small ones that get destroyed by lag.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah. The game just like it's not my game no more. The only character that I can play in lag is my hero, my RNG,
Oh yeah, superhero. Yeah, RNG. I mean, yep.
which I absolutely love playing. One of my favorite characters.
Did you play? What game was he from again? Was it Dragon
Nah,
Quest?
never played a Dragon Quest.
Really?
When I saw that yeah, no. But when I saw that down B menu and you have 17 different moves that can pop in there, I'm like, that's for me. And then when I saw a critical hit on the tipper of the smash attacks, I was like, that's for me.
Yo, those crits are so freaking annoying. Oh my god.
Because it just sounds so good when you. It's like yes, life ended. Chunk of soul taken with it. Because it's not easy to get hit by a hero smash attack. Like, you kind of have to like try to get hit by it. So if you get hit by it, it says you got red really hard.
Until he puts you to sleep, and then it's a free hit. It's a free smash hit.
Oh, the snooze is my favorite death to get as hero is to snooze someone off stage and just have them go tumbling to their death.
I feel like this probably happened to me before. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely one of the
I
best.
know I've been hit by snooze, and then they just come and crit smash me. That has definitely happened.
Yep.
I
It's
officially
not in the
have
game, but it feels like
PTSD.
whenever you're asleep that the chance for a crit goes up by like 100%.
It's automatic.
Right. That'd be a really funny mechanic, like automatic crits if opponent is asleep.
What, for like Pokemon you talking, or just on Smash?
Smash. Duh. Pokemon would be ridiculous. And like in Smash, it's just such a tiny little niche situation that like would happen once every,
Few games.
In theory, you should never get hit by snooze, because the proper way to play against heroes is to read their menu when it pops up. Like that's the proper counterplay. It's like read their options.
You have to
at the
have
same
it
time they're reading
memorized.
them.
Yep, I get it. That makes sense. That's my problem.
no,
Is like I don't know what any of his
it's
menu buttons mean though. Like they're all just
It's
like thwomp, whack, zap,
yeah,
and I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what the. So that's
you
why.
have to
Right,
memorize
that's
for
what I
sure.
mean. Like I don't know what any of that means, so I'm just like, yep, whatever. Pick your move. I'm just gonna come in and try and stop you.
Yeah, most of his moves shoot stuff across the stage, and then it's a very funny rock paper scissors because like you'll be shooting stuff, and then people will like be standing there shielding, and I'll do like a buff move, and it feels exactly like when someone does protecting you do like sword and stance or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you thought I was gonna shoot something, but I buffed
Mind
myself instead.
games.
But it's the best if someone's like standing like you're charging and you're like little down B, like you have like an option on screen that I can't hit them, and then you move your cursor from that option to the one that doesn't hit them, and it's like you can
Oh, you bait him.
pretty adequately bait people into things.
Yep.
Or like you could do that, and then if they get good at that, you could literally move it away to the buff option, then move it right back up to the hit option. If you see them, then go in.
I don't have any of the DLC. That's another problem. Like, that's another reason why I don't know what hero does.
True. Yeah. When you're in the competitive scene, like the DLC is like, it's like you don't have the game anymore if you don't have the DLC.
Yep, that's pretty much how I feel. That's pretty much why I haven't really played it a whole lot. It's just 'cause, like I don't feel like dealing with all that. I'm never gonna buy the DLC because I don't care for any of those characters.
Yeah. If you're not into like tournaments and like trying to get like a specific character like really good, then it's a little futile. It's a little much. Magna Zone. Ace-Up Anime said there is a legendary in Sword and Shield that can hit through Protect.
Yeah, isn't that
So I've
Urshifu?
heard. So I've heard.
Yeah, I think that's Urshifu.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I forget which one. Maybe both of them do it, but I think it was. I want to say it was the dark one, but I actually don't remember for sure. Again, another DLC that I didn't buy, but I'm pretty sure one of them does do that. Yes.
I didn't get to that point. I mean, you know what's funny? Like I literally stopped playing in the Isle of Armor, and then Scarlet Violet came out. So here we are. So still gotta go back and get my Urshifu.
Go get him, dude. I guess he's really good.
Oh well.
One of the forms is better than the other, right? One's like fighting dark and the other one's fighting water. Do I have that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think one of them is better than the other, but like they're both really good.
That's funny that ended up being the case. In the TCG, the water one is by far, not even close, by far and away the better one. Single Strike Urshifu pales in comparison to Rapid Strike Urshifu.
It's a single strike
Which
and
is
rapid strike. Yeah.
a little unfortunate because it was. I like the duality of them. It's like one hits hard and hits once, one hits a lot and pow 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 pow. So it was a cool concept.
But the water one's so much better because he can hit the bench, right? Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah. But then bench barriers came out and they kind of both ended up stopped getting played. But Rapid Strike Urshifu just did make a little bit of a resurgence in like a couple of rogue decks. As we now get, because like first bench barriers became a thing with Manaphy, essentially. Not those, like Manaphy has a bench barrier attack ability, so it's like all bench hitting Pokemon like went drastically down in stock once Manaphy was announced / released. Like no one plays Jolt down anymore. Rapid Strike went way down, but now that people have found some ways to get around that, then you'll start seeing some of the spread damage decks come back in. I guess spread damage is what they usually call them.
Okay, spread damage, right? When you like hit the bench with stuff.
Spread your damage around. Like usually like try to hit like the main and the bench for like a little bit.
Yep.
Collectively build up instead of putting like, all your eggs in one basket. But yeah, the energy is just why the one Urshifu, like to be able to, because the Rapid Strike energy was 2 energy. If it was or it provided 2 water or fighting energy, if it was attached to a Rapid Strike Pokemon, and 2 energy is just busted. Like 2 energy in one card is pretty good.
Right, wait, it was 2 energy and it could be like fighting or the other type?
Now don't correct me if I don't think it had to be both at the same time. I think it could literally be like 1 fighting and 1 water.
Right, that's what it did, yeah.
Yeah, it gave you, it was essentially double colored energy. It was double blue or orange. Not double colorless, double colored, but specific colors. And the single strike energy was able to be dark or fighting, but its like little shtick was it gave you like plus 20 per energy you had attached to the Pokemon. Plus 20 attacking power, I should say.
Wow.
Which is nice. It goes up pretty quick. But then your whole entire like game plan all revolves around these energy, and it's like they had some way to accelerate them with Houndoom. It was a stage 1 Pokemon that could accelerate single strike energy. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna be really fun, but one of the biggest threats to my first deck of Mew VMAX was Angry Mode, Morpeko. It was a 50 HP Pokemon that had the ability to one-shot Mew VMAX. Because I think when you put the single strike energy on you, you had to like take 2 damage counters or something like that. Like you had to take a couple of it wasn't just free to put it on you, I don't believe. Yeah. And they would have something along the lines of where it had 50 HP, and you could put 2 single strike energy onto it to power it up, and that would bring it down to 10 HP, and it had an attack that was like for every damage counter on this Pokemon, it does like 30 more damage, and then once you multiplied the super effective plus the damage counter buff plus the single strike buff times 2 was enough to knock out Mew VMAX off of 150 HP Morpeko.
That's a lot of setup, though. That's a lot of setup to make that work.
It's not in the TCG.
No? Oh, okay.
It was literally just one Hound, because Houndoom would accelerate these energy from your deck to the Pokemon.
Okay.
So all you needed to do was like figuratively, not literally, like have Mew VMAX be in the active when it just knocked something out, and then like it was pretty.
Oh, so it's like a guaranteed kill. Okay.
Right, because like you can't like. There's no switches, like, and there is, but like you have to switch on your turn. Like you can't switch before they attack, like you can the VGC. It's like once you attack, you're essentially like the biggest problem of attacking in the TCG is like you are locking this Pokemon in to be in the active slot the next turn, and if that happens to be your main attacker, and that main attacker happens to be able to fall to like this one dumb little thing, it messes up a lot of your game plan.
Your entire game is over. Yeah. Right. Well, that's how it goes. Right. The difference between the game and the card game is that players take their turns simultaneously in this game.
Right.
Where in the card game, it's one guy at a time.
Right. The TCG is truly turn-based, and this is like.
This is turn-based. It's just that you can hide the information. The game remembers the information for you.
It's turn-based,
like, it takes input.
But both turns go at once, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's never only my turn.
Right.
Which I was actually trying to think of like a way that they could somehow. I would like a TCG like that, where it's like, maybe two people like set up, like I do this move, I play this card, okay, I play this card, and then there's like one battle mode where everything kind of just like hits, and then.
Yeah, then there's like another planning phase. Yeah. There's got to be a game like that already. Like, I imagine like you do that with face down cards to be like, oh, you just put a few face down cards on the table or something, and it's like flip them all over for the battle phase, and then there's got to be something like that. Nothing I know off the top of my head, but
yeah, I mean, I was trying to think of something like for like a more popular TCG. I was trying to like no, it wasn't as easy as the Terra mechanic, and like I actually haven't thought of anything good, but I would love to somehow, I don't know how, but somehow see double battles implemented into TCG.
That would be something else.
Like 2 active spots, and then take away one of the bench spots, so you could have like 2 in the active, 4 on the bench.
That
something like that
would be crazy.
But I couldn't think of an adequate. My biggest roadblock with that idea came into the fact that so right now the reason why like it all works in VGC is because you can switch and you can protect and you can do things like prevent double ups on like just ganging up on this Pokemon, but like, in the TCG like there would be nothing to prevent like, all right, it's my turn, I'm gonna take these 2 Pokemon and attack that one slot. Without that ability to like, it just feels like the whole thing would just be 2 Pokemon hitting into one slot continuously, and it just seems like it would not really be good for the game. It would just be like, all right, well, whereas currently it's like, all right, I'm gonna put damage on right now. It'd be like, all right, I'm just gonna take prizes. So I think the game would just go a little bit faster overall. It may not be better for it. Where I'm trying to make not the game just different, but better and different.
I see. Yeah, that sounds like it could happen with the TCG. Yeah.
You could do the Pokemon attack in order of, say, now we always use like a retreat cost to represent speed. You could do something like the Pokemon with the lowest retreat cost gets to choose first, like where it goes and how it attacks.
Huh.
And this and that, but then that would be hard to balance because the game isn't balanced for that right now. They balance like retreat for like heavy hitters, hard to get in there, hard to get out of there.
Chunky guys.
But if it had to do with then hitting like order of operation too, like then it would just be too much. But I would like a way to do some kind of doubles in the TCG. Something.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know the TCG well enough to be able to say.
I mean,
like the meta and whatnot.
Pretty hard about that Terra mechanic, and like I can't think of any flaws in that. Like, just let us change our types, bro. Like, why is that such a big order to ask?
And like the weaknesses stay, but it's like, yeah, basically you're just attacking as a different type. That's effectively it, right?
I guess I would want like, yeah, we would have to do something about like when you change your type, like your weaknesses and your resistance change. Because I guess that would be.
I feel like in my head you could just be like, your type changes to this and like that's it. Like who cares? The weakness can even stay the same.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, your weakness stays the same.
Like you're changing minimal stuff about the card other than like the literal type you're attacking as. I feel like that would be, even that would be pretty decent by itself.
Right. It would be. But the only thing that it would be decent. It would be. But the reason why it's nice to be able to Terra offensively and defensively.
Right.
In the TCG, like in my current form of its idea, like there's no defensive Terras. It would just be all offensive.
Yeah.
Which is still better than nothing.
But the difference is now, like, resistances in the TCG don't give you 50% off, of damage, though, right? It's usually like minus 30. You're right. So it's like defensive terrors are kind of worthless, even at that.
Minus 30 is like one of the weirdest things too. Like, I think that they should handle resistance like a little bit differently in the TCG. Like, personally, here's how I think they should handle resistance. I think that it should be not a universal -30 across the board, because I've never actually seen a resistance that's not -30. I think that some Pokemon should resist maybe -10, some should resist -50, some should resist, you know, more or less or whatever. Like, just something to make it.
I feel like that should just scale with like what evolution you are, in my eyes anyway, or like in my mind. Just like, oh, if you're level 1, like, you know, or like you're a stage 1, it's like your resist is like 10, right? And then you evolve to stage 2, and then your resist is like 30. Stage 3, your resist is 50. Something like that.
I like that. I like that.
But they do need something right, because I just feel like resist hardly makes a difference as it is. Or it's like, yeah, the weakness, you do double damage. It's like, that's just like the game. I'm not really sure why they.
Which is also, in for the TCG though, like a double is like almost too much. Like, resisting is not enough, and super effective is almost too super effective. Like, I feel like super effective should be like, in the same vein, instead of it being
plus
like
30
minus this or 2x, like give it like plus 30, plus 50. Like, super effective right now is like actually kind of crazy. Like, because it essentially means that like there are, I don't know how many matchups you would have in the VGC, especially in doubles, where it's like when you see this team against your team, it's like, oh, I have literally no answers. Like, I am going to lose this. Like, before you even set foot on the stage, like, you just see their 6 Pokemon, it's like, oh, I lost. Like, you don't really get that in this game, whereas in the TCG, you absolutely do. It's like, oh, okay. Like, you see their, like, they mulligan 1, 2, see, like, some of their cards, like, okay, I scoop. Like, you're playing.
You see the cards and you already know, yeah, what the rest of their deck is, basically.
Well, like not figurative, like literally. Like, so when Miltank came around, and I think Astral Radiance, I want to say, Miltank has an ability meaning that says if any.
It takes no damage from the V moves, right?
From Pokemon V, exactly.
Yeah.
Some decks have not figured, literally no answer to that. So if they see Miltank, it's just good game.
Oh, okay.
Like, they only play V Pokemon attackers, and that's just the game. So like, there is nothing that I feel like invalidates an entire sphere of decks in the same, or like teams in the same way that in the TCG, like, because the options are so limited, you can truly have like 99-1 matchups, whereas in the VGC, like, I can't picture that ever being a thing. Like, I gotta assume it's at worst, like, you know, 80-20, like in even the worst of situations. Like, I think you're bringing like a competitive meta team.
Yeah. I just think it's mostly because at least for VGC, it's because like you got random stuff like crits and moves that can miss repeatedly too. So it's like there's always a reasonable chance. Where like in the card game, most of it's like very, what is it, deterministic or whatever. It's like determined. There's some coin flipping, right?
There's a lot of flipping coins in the game.
Oh, there's a lot. Oh, okay. All right, then maybe it's not quite as bad. But for something like the Miltank thing, it's like there's no flipping coins in that. To be like, hey, if you flip a coin and get heads, you take no damage, and then otherwise tails, like, it goes through. Like, that's just like flat out. That's actually like deterministic. To be like, there's not a single Pokemon V can kill this thing, and that's just it.
Exactly.
Right?
And now, except for Pokemon V that have what we call in the TCG shred attacks. Shred attacks ignore the abilities of. So there are a handful of Vs that actually could KO that Miltank.
Okay.
Mew VMAX, for example, with its Max Miracle attack, is a shred attack. Duraludon VMAX has a shred attack. Giratina V has a shred attack for 160. So there are a few attacks, like, because to qualify as a shred attack, the effect text will literally read the.
Do damage counters?
No. Because damage counters are a completely different thing, which are blocked by. There's a beautiful little rock paper scissors that goes on with damage counters and shred and this and that, but it will say something like this attack's damage is not affected by any effects on your opponent's Pokemon, meaning like VMAX is an ability or this or that. Yeah, this damage is not affected by any effects. So that's what we like. It'll have to have that word to be considered a shred attack. Now, wait, we were talking about, what was the other thing that you mentioned? You brought something else up.
Oh, I don't know. We've been jumping around.
Yeah, it's all good. But I was saying that there's like a little rock paper. Oh, between damage counters. Oh, so damage counters is, you know, better than damage because you say something like Manaphy. You can get through Manaphy by placing damage counters where Manaphy blocks damage dealt by attacks. So placing damage counters, then it seems inherently busted. But then we have the cards called Big Parasol, which read, it's a tool card. So if this tool card is attached to any Pokemon, ignore any effects from your opponent's attacks. And placing damage counters is an effect. So the rock paper scissors ends up being like damage is good. Want to deal damage. If you can block damage, then you can get around damage by placing damage counters. Okay, placing damage counters good. Negating effects, which normally doesn't mean anything if you have just a straight hitting attack, like it doesn't do anything to you. Normally it doesn't affect your life whatsoever, but if you're trying to place damage counters, it means the biggest difference. And if you use damage counters to try to get rid of damage blocking, and so now to get rid of effects of damage being removed, or effects of attacks being removed, not damage, effects of attacks, you would then literally go back to a basic just a hitting attack to get through that.
Oh
and that's where like the rock paper scissors comes in,
Right.
with damage counters, and how effects are handled in the TCG.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of familiar with a lot of that.
Which
Like,
is fun.
That all
It's fun
sounds
that
familiar
there's,
enough to me. I like that. Yeah, absolutely.
because like that's like their version of like, I don't know how to word it other than like physical attack and special attack. Like some different, like you have kind of some offenses and some defenses that like aren't just your attack, same type of attack bonus and like weakness and this and that.
Yeah. 1 sec, Alec.
Yeah, no rush. No rush. We've been going for 5.5 hours. It's been a quick stream. We appreciate people jumping in, especially earlier on to help us get started like that. The way that I did the stream today, I definitely shot myself in the foot. You guys were great coming in here, making sure the algorithm knew, hey, we're live. Push us 2 people.
Not right now, cutie. Like to subscribe. Hey, Kirigatsu Lightbreaker. That's Nolan. Okay, Nolan. Thank you. You want to say hi to people? Say hi. Oh, you want to wear? You want to wear these? Oh, do you want to talk to Mr. Alex? Uh oh, my daughter wants to talk. She wants to be the next Iono.
She wants to be a big girl. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Good. Having a good day?
Yeah.
Good.
That's
Pokemon?
English.
Daddy's
Yeah.
playing?
Yeah.
Nice. What are you doing?
Getting ready to back from playing a great fluffy icy snow.
Played in the snow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a busy day.
Yeah.
A lot of fun?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Daddy's doing great doing homework.
Daddy's doing homework?
Yeah. Daddy's
Sometimes
really...
Dad's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you jumped on the mic, and I'm glad you're having a great day. Thanks for being here.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. See you later.
Nice to meet yous.
Have a good
We'll
night.
talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. I gotta kill my
hold
stream.
it.
It's time for me to put my daughter to bed, and I think I'm gonna be.
Let me guess. That's got to be like 4, right? Like 3 or 4?
She's 5. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how old kids can be when they talk about it. For my cousins, bro, that would be about, like 4, 5, 6, I don't know. Sounded young, but alright, man.
I'm out of here. Yeah,
Pleasure
nice
as
chatting,
always.
dude. Take it easy.
Yes,
Everyone
sir,
else
yes,
watching
sir.
my
We'll catch you next
stream.
time.
Oh, Eternal. Yes, I do have a child. Anyone watching my stream, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Have a good night.
Alright, peace out, brother.